Financial freedom near, future bright and clear. Open up and see, solutions come to me. A new horizon found, feet back on the ground. Worked so hard alone, now I don't have to roam. Guided step by step, I'm feeling so adept. Onpassive, save the day, take my stress away. Financial freedom near, future bright and clear. Bills are stacking up, can't keep my head up. I need a helping hand to get out of this jam. Dreaming of a way to see a brighter day, a plan that'll solve it all, and watch my worries fall. Onpassive, save the day, take my stress away. Financial freedom near, future bright and clear. Open up and see, solutions come to me. A new horizon found, feet back on the ground. Worked so hard alone, now I don't have to roam. Guided step by step, I'm feeling so adept. Onpassive, save the day, take my stress away. Financial freedom near, future bright and clear. Open up and see, solutions come to me. A new horizon found, feet back on the ground. Worked so hard alone, now I don't have to roam. Guided step by step, I'm feeling so adept. Onpassive, save the day, take my stress away. Financial freedom near, future bright and clear. Open up and see, solutions come to me. A new horizon found.
Stop going there.
Karma's a bitch.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all having a fabulous, amazing day today. I know I am. And today we're going to be reacting to the live stream that Marty and Chris did 2 days ago, because Chris gets pretty passionate in it again and yells at me. I feel like it's at me specifically. I don't know, though. We'll see together in a moment. And then I thought that after that, we would react to the live stream that they did today, in which they had on Robin Noble, the voice, the not so noble voice. And it will be interesting for us to kind of compare and see the contrast between their excitement the day before all of the Ash stream happened and the announcements came out, and then how they're acting today, the day after. I thought it would be fun. So who's here today? Do we have all of my naysayers? I had to start this comment because this is the craziest thing I've ever been told. Love our world top greatest internet king, our ideal lord, big bro, CEO, organizer, Ash Sir, and management 5 groups of tech teams, which I don't know where you got that from. They said they had 11 techs and it sounded like you had to fire some of them, who created such biggest, unique, wonderful, unique platform in this world. Are you a person? It's a lot of adjectives. But this just goes to show you how the people in this cult, in this scammy cult, view Ash. This is kind of a good sum up. He is the end all, and honestly, I think he's about to end it all. We have Taylor here. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Wes is here. And we have Joe here today. Joe is killing it today in the chat. Albs in it to scam it, of course. Who else is with us? We have Next Level here. Yay, Sherry's on time. Woo! Chris says we probably need to preemptive stop going there because we will be going there a lot all over it. You guys think that you need a preemptive another stop going there?
Stop going there. Stop going there.
I'll do it twice for you just to make sure. How about that? Does that work? Ella is here. Good to see you. And Mark B, of course, says, Commander of the Scottish Naysayers. I love this. My name is Mark B, Commander of the Scottish Naysayers, husband to Ella who hates Ash, friend of an Onpassivian who's being scammed, and I shall have my own coins in this life or the next. Some tells me it will be the next. That's what I'm thinking. Hello, Violet. Good to see you. I saw you today also killing it in the chat. You know, Tim Hortons, all hail Canada. That's right. That's right. And Jelly is here. Good to see you, Jelly. I hope you're doing well. So we'll start off with the live stream. This is from May 28th. So it was like the day before. Alonda reacted to their webinar that they did right before the Ash 360. And hopefully she'll be playing the 360 again. A lot of you guys went and rewatched the live stream from yesterday, and you were getting kind of a different feel for how it went. A lot of you thought that maybe some of the O founders were talking a bit in code and warning Ash, like this better be the last delay. So hopefully the Recovering Hunbot is going to also be streaming it sometime, and then we can give it a watch all together and kind of see what we think about it. So this stream was from the day before. And I mean, Chris was pretty fired up.
Break it down.
Woo! Our prayers go out to our brothers and sisters in PNG. How nice. That's basically all that they've really said about PNG is that. And then they just go, oh, all of our prayers go out to the people in PNG right now. And I'm like, did you not promise these people you're going to save their community? And now they've had a natural disaster. And you're like, we're sending prayers.
Hello, everybody. Yes, we're in purple today. What's I going to say? Oh, it's the 28th of May. This month is almost over. And definitely we know why it's called May. Because it may rain, it may be 80, and it may be 32. I mean, what crazy freaking month, man.
Chris, I tried to show like some of the chat a few times. And honestly, it was just the usual chat. Like nobody was pushing back. It was almost frustrating.
One day we go out and it's raining and pouring, and anyway, we need it all, right? It's called nature. Things are rocking and rolling. I noticed a lot of the videos lately are focusing on some of the free products. There's a lot out there about O'Mail. There's a lot out there about obviously OConnect. It's going to be mind-blowing.
I was banned on Marty's channel too, but when we react to today's, you're going to see me in the chat. So you may not be banned on Marty's channel anymore.
I believe big things are going to happen anytime. Now, what does that mean? I mean, anytime. I also believe, and this is my 99% opinion, 99.9, nobody wants us to get going as much as Mr. Mufareh, obviously. But he's pretty hyped up. He's pretty excited. Even though, now listen, if he's that excited, he's the one going through the hard time. It's not us.
Oh, God.
I mean, what hard time are we doing? Yeah, we're waiting, but so what? If we weren't in this journey, we wouldn't be waiting, right? Think about that.
No, see, this drives me nuts. You do it with the money when you're like, oh, so we only lose $97, not that much. Again, to the people in PNG, that's 3 months' pay. That's a lot. Same, Marty. You're sitting in your suburban home, okay, in your nice comfy chair, with a pension, and you're going, oh, so what? So we're just waiting. Well, you have preyed on people that are way worse off than you are that cannot wait. And it's like, you don't understand that. Like, there were people that were depending on this money because you told them to quit their jobs. Like, a year ago, you were out here telling people, quit your jobs. Onpassive's going to make you a millionaire by this time next year. And now here we are. And you're like, so you lose $97 maybe. Who cares? Who cares if you have to wait? Well, yeah, you don't care. Right? But there's people where waiting is a lot more difficult for them. They don't have food. They don't have a nice chair to sit in a nice comfy home. And you promised them that you were going to make their life better, and now they're sitting around just waiting. You know?
Onpassive would launch. We would hear about it. We could be an affiliate. And
yes, this is before. So this is the day before stream from the 28th. So this was the day before the ash bomb came out. And then after the commercial break, I'll show you today, which is the day after. So you're getting the day before and the day after. So this is before Ash's live yesterday that we stream sniped. The whole day before.
We could run for run to the mountains, but we were in the journey. And trust me, guarantee when they go back to chapter 1, which a very small amount of people were in, which is us, and they get to look back and say, what happened? What happened? What made this company? What were the steps? And I want to hear Ash's version too. I want to hear when the smoke clears, what was his?
Wes, and this is what I mean. Like, this is how it comes off, right? Like, those people drowning in PNG are not having the hard time Ash is. Like, it's like, it doesn't hit him. He doesn't understand why anyone right now would be having a hard time. As long as they're in Onpassive, they should all be doing well. Ash is really the one suffering.
Journey life. And then mirror it up to what we think we had. You know what I mean? A lot of fun. Another thing I want to say is, I always hear, and we say it, I've said it, you say it, everybody out there says it, we're a company with heart. Let's mean it. Let's mean it. You know, there's times I've been on show or webinar and somebody might say something I'm not really fond of.
Even so, though, Alps, think about it. There's people that cannot get a disability where they live, that they preyed on. So they're not even getting that. And they're dependent on Onpassive. And then Marty says to them, oh, well, I can wait around, so you can wait around. It's like, yeah, you have money coming in. Okay, you have something coming in every month. All right, your bills are paid. You know, you got a decent lower middle class life. Compared to a lot of people in Onpassive, you're rich. Like, that's kind of the thing, is that a lot of the people in other countries, like, when you don't live in the US, you're basically told that if you can go to the US, that's where the American dream is. That's where all the success is found. Not so much if you're in, like, Canada, the UK, you know, Australia. We don't really get told that because we're all kind of in Western society, first worlds, right? But everywhere else, they're told that. So a lot of them look at Marty and Chris, and honestly, they seem like millionaires in comparison, you know? And then they go, oh, well, you can wait around because I can wait around. Sorry, I don't know why they sounded like Trump all of a sudden. Probably because they probably voted for him. But it's just like, yeah, you can, right? Like, you have something coming in. Pays your bills. There's people out here that do not, and you literally told them to quit their jobs for this thing. So now they've quit their jobs, and then they've still not gotten paid for a year. And it's like, how long do you want people to wait? And how do you not understand the difference between your privilege and the people you preyed on? I don't get it. Like, didn't you prey on them because you knew that they had less than you? So you would be able to use that in order to prey on them? Like, come on, you're not stupid. I know that's what you've been doing out here. Like that, we know that that's what you guys are all doing. So it's like, what? And now you're all like, oh, what? They can just wait. It's like, fuck off. Fuck off, Marty.
And the part of me goes, I'm not talking to them anymore. I've done it. But then right away I fight it and I go back and I say, look, I forgive them. And that thing across the bottom pretty covers it all. You don't forget. You know they did it. But you should love one another. Listen, we're creatures of mistakes. We're creatures of doing bad things. We're creatures of not thinking. We're creatures of, some of us maybe a little more narcissistic. But whatever the reason is, if you really know you and you believe in you, whatever happens around you shouldn't affect you that much. Listen, nobody has, besides Ashraf Mufareh and a couple people, not nobody, but most people don't have any more people bad-mouthing them than me and Chris. And I know people, in fact, I've seen it happen to a couple of people and they're ready to jump off a cliff. And my thing is, it would bother me if they found out the truth of something that I was embarrassed about. But they don't know me.
Here's the thing. You're lucky, Marty, that it's me and the recovering Hunbot and like Spencer covering you. Because I'll tell you right now, none of us are the type of people that are just like out here like, oh, we have to find info to expose him. Let's go find an embarrassing moment. Let's go dig into his past. Let's go search through this. You won't get any of that from us. We don't really care about that. But what we will do is we'll look at your history of being in scams. We'll talk about that. We'll see who you're connected to that we know from other scams. We'll look into that kind of thing. But when it comes to your actual personal life and whatnot, no offense, but we don't fucking care. I mean, I think that you should maybe log off and go and spend time with your grandchildren instead of being in these webinars every day. Just because I'm a mom and one day I hope to be a grandparent. And I definitely would not be spending that time trying to promote some business online for 10 hours a day. And I guarantee you, I have grandparents that watch me that are like, yeah, no, I'm Queen, I can barely watch your stuff on the daily because I'm doing stuff with my grandkids, okay? You know, like, I want that for you. But I'm not going to go digging into anything to do with that. And so it's not like we're out here going, oh, let's get his embarrassing moments. We don't really have to do that. You guys kind of make a fool of yourselves in these webinars as it is. It's like you just kind of are lol cows and then we just don't even have to milk because you just are. You know?
They're not talking about anything I'm embarrassed about. They're talking about something they don't know. And a lot of times they want you to come.
But like if other people out here were reacting to you, you might have to worry about that. And I mean, I gotta say, it's really just a matter of time. Like, it really.
So if I went by that, oh, somebody talked about somebody here, one of you, okay? M. Collins, somebody's talking about M. Collins. I would say, well, wait a minute, I don't know her. Let me find out about her myself. I don't need your label. You know, I mean, I'll give you an example. You meet people and they got a divorce. What's the chance that you're talking to the 50% that's right every time?
Hi,
like the person you're hearing from, the wife of the divorce or the man of the divorce, the other person was the problem. That's why we're divorced. The chance of that's 50-50. It's not 100%. There's always fault back and forth. If we're in a company that's with heart, we should have heart and try to.
This is so surreal because it almost sounds like they knew what was coming the next day.
Try to forgive, not forget. Try to forgive. Try to work with each other. Don't read a book by its cover. And what I mean by that too, some people aren't the best at expressing themselves.
Yeah, we're going to do the same thing that Alonda does. Like if you are going to use emojis, try to keep it to under 4. You know? Because it reads as bots to Google is what happens.
Like I've said stuff and then some of the comments come back and I go, oh crap, they took it that way. And that bothers me. I said, well, I could have worded it different. I hope I didn't hurt anybody's feelings. At nighttime, we get very adultful. I just made up that word, okay? We kind of go overboard in fun. Innuendos, you know, just having fun as adults. And adult things are sad and all that. But if it ever came to the point where I'm offending somebody, I would never do it again. If somebody said, I don't like when you say that kind of stuff, I wouldn't do it. I don't do it here. But comedy and having fun, do I stretch it? Absolutely. Absolutely. I enjoy looking for diamonds in the rough. I also enjoy seeing people laugh. It makes my day.
Right? He's like, I know I'm really unprofessional and inappropriate, but listen, nobody's ever told me not to be. So I'm just going to continue being unprofessional and inappropriate with everyone. All right? Okay.
And if I can see people laugh while we're doing this journey, and that's a plus. That's a bonus. But I've also created or said things that hurt people's feelings. And at that split second, I don't care what they think. But a couple of minutes go by or I get off, and I'm like, who the frick do I think I am? I don't know that man or that woman, what they're walking in, what they have going on at home. And I don't even know what their intent was. I assumed that was their intent. And I want to forgive. I've had some issues with a couple of people. Daniel, for one, I'm going to say that right. And I told him, shut up or whatever. That's not me, but I went overboard. It wasn't right. And people say, oh no, maybe no. For me, it wasn't right. I'm not asking people if they think what I did. I'm going to forgive. There's people went through a lot worse than a debate on an answer or some
And then the next day, I was not blocked in his chat.
crazy question that I'm going to turn into this Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde guy. I don't want to do that.
The message at the bottom of their screen is about forgiveness and how it can help you, free you
We should forgive.
from the control of the person who harmed
you. It takes the weight away. I don't focus on things I can't change, but I can change me. Where are you going to store all this stuff? If you're mad at somebody, you hate somebody, you have to make a filing cabinet in your head of hate. Let me go to my filing cabinet of hate. Do I hate this person? Yeah, I hate that. Well, as soon as you say the word hate, you get that creepy feeling. I don't like it. That means I go in my love cabinet. But I don't know them. I don't know what they did. I'm not mad. And I let it go. I got a loud voice. I come across like maybe I'm loud. I'm not. Even if I ask a question like, wait a minute, so you're saying boom, 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 boom? That doesn't mean I'm saying you're wrong and I'm right. I really want to know. Explain to me what you mean. It's okay. But I know there's still people out there that have this, I'm going to be left behind. Or why isn't anybody listening to me? Or why do I go talk to people and I have no one? And I tried really hard. Listen, if you were so unique, I would be worried. Maybe you have a problem. 98, 99% of the people go through the same thing. That's why we're in Onpassive.
Okay.
If somebody in Onpassive is telling you, and it sounds MLM-ish or it sounds, follow me and I'll get your leads and we'll do this, it's bull crap. It's bull crap. As soon as that thought comes into your mind that, I wonder if this is right, it's not.
It is
you wouldn't have the thought. You know what good is? Good is you don't even question it. Want an ice cream cone? Freaking yeah. You're not going, I don't know. Ice cream, I don't know if that's good. You know it's good. But let's trust each other. And if somebody says something to me, I got to work on this too, guys. This ain't about I'm here or you're there. I'm a jackass. I always go the wrong way, but I really work on getting it right, going back and saying I'm sorry.
I guess as long as they're all going through it together, Chris, and it brings them all closer as a community, then it's all okay.
I've eaten more crow in the last 5 years, and I don't like crow. It tastes like crap. And I'm munching on that pig. I'm showing crow's head and ravens. I even add a little bit of raven. It sucks. But it feels good to get it off my chest. I'm sorry I did it. Boom.
You're eating crow? Okay.
It really does. And I know that for a fact it would be for everybody else too. I don't like the ideas that we have cliques. I don't like cliques. Look, you're going to migrate to people you get along with. That's different.
But that's the thing is that there are cliques. And Ash does play favorites. And I'm wondering if it's starting to kind of get to people. Because like I said ages ago, that would one day create problems in this company where you claim no one's left behind and everyone's on the same level and blah, 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 blah. But then it's an MLM business model. So like, no, they're not, And like Ash is very obviously plays favorites and you guys are very obviously at the top of this thing. And it sounds like Marty got into an argument with somebody and now he feels bad about it. I don't know if it's just a general thing or if it's somebody specific. It sort of sounds like it's someone specific. And maybe they were somebody that was an O founder and they're just frustrated. And now he's thinking, maybe I shouldn't be getting angry at people.
What happens sometimes in Onpassive, there'll be a team formed, but it doesn't stop there. There's a team formed, and then the team starts talking about the other team. If that happens, what makes us any better than the people that aren't in Onpassive talking about us? We all make mistakes. Everybody does something crazy. I'm going to admit many, many times I've said something all of a sudden, instantly go, "Ah, that was stupid."
Probably.
Can't believe you said that. But you work. It's working in progress, right? We're all getting better. What I love about Onpassive, all of you have a good heart. Is it perfect? No, you wouldn't be human. You have a perfect heart. I don't know anybody with perfect heart, perfect everything. It doesn't happen. But forgiveness is a big deal. Let's get together. Another thing I want to say that I'm worried about rearing its ugly head. I believe very, very soon bonuses and commissions are going to show up in wallets. And
I don't know why they keep talking about bonuses. Because like there are no bonuses right now. There isn't even a bonus if you like sign up and then sign up someone right underneath you, like most of the MLMs and stuff have. They keep bringing up bonuses. If you read the affiliate agreement, it pretty much says that there aren't going to be bonuses. But then there might be in the far future. So it's like not even a thing right now, but they think that the commissions are coming real soon.
the worst thing you could do is start talking to other people how much you made. Outside, worst thing you can do. Inside, it's the worst thing you could do too. Well, why him? And why him? And because people don't understand the pay structure, maybe. Well, I did more than him, and I'm more loyal than him, and don't do that. There's things in this company keep private. What you make and how you make it and how fast you make it, you do have influence on that. But what we got to do is work together and edify each other.
Yeah, but I'm sure people are wondering how like you guys have made like $8,000 on super chats while they haven't made anything. And there's people out here like Sherry who has a YouTube station that she streams on every single day, and she's lucky if she gets 2 views. You guys claim to care about her. You claim she's on the exact same level as all of you. But you don't try to set her up so that she has hundreds of people in her live streams. So just think about that.
Yeah, I just paid off my car. Oh, that's fantastic. Hey, can I make a video and you say that and work together? We're one big team. I had said to people, yeah, everybody knows, oh, Marty, you got a good sized team. There's a lot of people have big team. Okay. But my thought, and Dan and Mike was, if we build a big team and it indirectly helps others, oh my God, that's why I'm here. If I help me.
Okay, so now we're indirectly helping others. So now we're not here to save all of humanity and the entire environment and the world and homelessness and poverty and hunger and build water filtrations for everyone. Now it's all about work on yourself, work on your team, and then the rest of the world will just kind of like fix itself because you're all working on yourselves and your team. Interesting how that changes so much. Hello, Takara. It's interesting. It's shifting. I mean, we knew it would happen. I didn't think it was going to be this soon. So I said, when the commissions start coming in, first of all, it's not going to be a lot of money. So nobody out here is going to want to give it away. Like, you're getting $143. Do you really think, like, you and your family, even in PNG, that's only going to get you through a month? Like, that's not really going to help you. You'll live decently for a month. And the thing is what's also not equal is they seem to know that. So they're like, oh, the founders in the US, they are going to have to make like $4,000 to live like kings, whereas the PNG people only need $400. So like already things are not equal here, And that's kind of the problem. Is it feels like that's how they're thinking they want to distribute this money that was supposed to be in this extra pot of gold in the center. Because remember, Ash doesn't need money for commissions, blah, 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 right? So it's funny. It's completely switched over.
By helping me, it could help Chris. or help you, Dr. Lisa, or Listra, oh, that made my day. And I know people said lip service. This ain't lip service. I mean every freaking thing I'm saying. And we all got that. This is what brought us together. So let's stay the force we are. Listen, if ideas come up where we can expand our business, we're all in the same shopping mall, right? The mall is all of ours. Your store might be a little bigger than mine to begin with, or her store might be a little smaller. So what? It's the only place I know that when we advertise out front, it's for all of us. And you don't care where they go in, because in the long run, we all win. But
so then you're not all equal.
I'm a leader, and if you have to say you're a leader, you're not.
Okay, so if you have to say you're a leader, you're not. Well, what if you have to keep saying that you're a real company with real products for real people over and over and over again, trying to convince yourselves and everyone else that you're real? Then what? Like, this is what I mean by they have such a cultish disconnect. Because he says something like that. If you say that you're a leader, then you're not a leader. Well, we've all been sitting here going, well, if you have to say it's real, probably not real. And it's like he doesn't clue in. Like, he makes the exact same point that I make over and over again, but just doesn't clue in. It's like, well, if you got to say you're a leader, then you're not a leader. And, so Ashraf Mufareh, he never calls himself a leader. Well, yeah, he does. And he expects all of you to. And you're supposed to praise him. Although now he claims that he gets pissed off by it. And now you guys are going, oh, don't just come up there and praise him because you're realizing how shitty it looks. It's hard to sit there and go, we're not a cult, and then turn around and do a 3-hour webinar of people going, oh, Mr. Ashraf Mufareh, my Lord and Savior, I'm so happy you came here to save us all. It's like, okay, obviously this is a cult. So now they're like, no, guys, don't do that. Don't do that on the webinars. All right, we gotta cut the recording before that part. And I think that's why they tried to cut out some of the recording of that 360 there. Because it was like, they were like, oh shit, this is going to turn into a love fest, as it always does. But it's like, how do you sit here and go, you have to say that you're a leader, you're not a leader, and then turn around and go, but listen, we're a real company for real people with real products. Like, this is like, come on, dude.
If you have to make that sentence, I'm an LC, I'm a leader, I'm the captain.
Hello.
In my opinion, you're not. You are who you are by the works that you do. If you help people and you serve people the best you can.
I don't know if she listens in because she wants to listen in, or if she ends up just having to hear. You know what I mean? Like, Marty's kind of in the living room screaming about it on a webinar every day. It's like, my husband knows all about Onpassive. He could probably break down the whole scam to you, tell you everything that's going on, just because I'm out here every day screaming in my living room about it. He'll be in a completely different room, and he could probably tell you everything going on too. And I'm sure that with Dawn, it's probably more of that. I don't know how into this she is because I don't see her posting. I don't see her in the chat and whatnot. And granted, I mean, my husband often isn't in my chats because he's out doing stuff or taking care of my kid when I'm here. So he can't really be modding my chat and taking care of my child while I'm streaming. You know what I'm saying? And so, Dawn does have to take care of their grandkids. Marty obviously isn't doing much. It's her that's raising those grandkids. Maybe it's a good thing, though. Maybe we shouldn't complain about that. So I can't really tell you guys like how into it she is because I don't really see her promoting it. But again, that doesn't really mean anything in this situation. It's sort of like with Jane. It's like she comes on Mondays and they do their Monday Fun Day. Obviously, she's going to support her husband, but I don't know if she's all in with Onpassive. And if Red were to turn to her one day and go, I think we should get out of this thing, she'd probably be like, me too, let's go. And, maybe Dawn's the same, or maybe she is 100% in this with him. We don't see enough. And that's kind of my point from earlier too, is that Alonda and I aren't the type of people that will go digging to try to find out. Right? There's enough people out here that are very public with themselves, that do live streams every single day. It's like, we don't need to really go digging for that info. So unless she comes out publicly and starts like commenting in all the live streams or like doing lives with Marty, we're never really going to know. Because maybe she's just not around because she has to be with the kids while he's live, So it's hard to say. Like, I'm not sure if she listens in because she wants to and she's a part of this, or if she's kind of stuck having to hear about it,
You're a leader. You're answering people. You're helping people. That's a leader.
I'm still here.
Because the only true leader in Onpassive is Ashraf Mufareh. He's the captain of the ship. We're all working together to keep the ship running fine. We're painting it. We're making sure everything looks okay. We're treating customers nice. We're treating each other nice. Anyway, I
Right?
understand that note, Chris, but that's okay. You might want to rewrite it, because if she did that, I don't even know what it means. Anyway, yeah, let's stay together, have fun. And I really mean this. I feel electricity in the air. And another thing I want to say, that Ash is going to ask for input. What you'd like to have, I don't know exactly 100%, but what you
I don't know how he doesn't know exactly. Like, we literally watched Ash explain it. I can tell you right now what he wants. He wants you to tell him one product that you love, that you like just because you love it. It's not for your business. You just really want to use it in your personal life kind of thing. Then he wants you to name off another product that you cannot wait to use with your Onpassive business. And then he wants you to talk about a product that maybe doesn't excite you or that you don't think you'll ever need. How do you not know? Like, when you did this live stream, it was literally like right after that. Like, how do you not know? It's like literally the day before that he told you. And now you're out here going, I don't know what he's asking you, but something about 3 products, dude. Hello, Catherine. Good to see you. You think that Marty was referring to a man he told to shut up during one of their trivia game nights? That probably. He was making too many comments or something. You know what? Probably. Sounded like he was talking about a specific thing that happened like the previous night, right? To me, it did anyway. Because a lot of people were like, maybe he just wants to forgive the haters. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like something happened. So thank you for enlightening us. You feel bad for Dawn too, right? I mean, she is kind of bringing up the grandchildren on her own. But based on how Marty speaks about them, honestly, again, that might be a good thing. Just say it.
What you think would have the biggest impact? And everything.
I know we want him
and give the details.
to raise I'll just say it. All right, Marty talks about his kids and his grandkids in a concerning way. Like Mark literally just said. He doesn't sound happy that they're there. And he sounds like he doesn't really like them being there. And he literally talks smack on his kids. I find it very unclassy, very gross as a parent myself. I don't agree with it. So maybe it's a good thing that he's busy and Dawn's the one doing the child rearing. And I'll just leave it at that. Because again, I don't like to get into the personal life, but he's made some comments that have really had you guys worried. Where you're like, the way he talks about his family is awful, Queen. Like, you should hear it. And yeah, I agree. Like, you're right. It is. It's it. But it's not my business. And I don't feel like the kids are in danger. I just want to put that out there. So don't go doing anything. Don't be doing what you did to me when I logged on YouTube, where you start calling child services and cops to the house and stuff. We don't need any of that. They're not in danger. There's not abuse or neglect going on where I think that we would have to do something. All right, it's not Shani. It's not Lisa Richard. It's not Letitty. We are nowhere near that. It's just some distasteful comments that kind of make you go, oh, so is he doing Onpassive because he doesn't want to be around family? I kind of think maybe.
But I'm going to say this probably for the first time. I might have said it before.
Okay.
Money's not a bad word.
No.
I know we talked about apples, we talked about pears, we talked about cherries. We're getting into chapter 2. It's freaking money, okay? I don't want a bucket of apples. I want money. I need money. And money is the one that's it's the gasoline to do what we do. Money's not bad. It can be bad in the hands of somebody bad, but put $10 on your kitchen table and watch it. Watch what it does. Nothing. Put $100 on the table.
Mark says, I think me and Marty's time would be better invested spending more time with family. That's the problem with Onpassive. It hooks you in. Yeah. I mean, it takes you away from everything. All your interests, any interests you had before you were in Onpassive, like they'll get replaced with Onpassive, which drives me crazy because they'll be like, think of what you're passionate about. And I'll be like, they can't do any of it. They have to be on webinars 24/7. Or let's say they have a passion like Red and his cooking. We often talk about how Red should maybe do a YouTube channel, cooking on a boat. How do you live on a boat and travel the world like he does, and then like cook your meals, live your life, like RV life, but boat life? It's like the only way he would do that in Onpassive is if it connected to Onpassive somehow, right? So like he'd be cooking on the boat and then he'd be like, yeah, guys, I'm able to cook these meals and live on a boat because I'm a part of Onpassive. And then we'd all eye roll. Like everything will lead back to Onpassive. And it's even in their branding, even with their other businesses. If you join Onpassive to promote your other business, you will always be putting Onpassive before your business and your promotions. You use Trim to trim your business link, it's going to be promoting Onpassive before your business every time. It's going to be otrim.ai/ and then your business name. It won't just be your business name .ai. Allegedly, that's coming when domains happen, but then they're still going to tell you to use Trim to trim that link. So what does it matter, Everything will have to lead back to Onpassive. So it's like, even if Marty's spending time with his family, he'll come tell us about it and be like, I was spending time with my family and I'm able to do that because I'm in Onpassive. It's like, nah, stop it. Chili says they will never mention money again. Watch. They're sitting here saying it's not a big deal, but it is. Because you're not allowed to make income claims. At least not without your disclaimer. And I don't see a disclaimer anywhere. Not in the comment section. Not in their descriptions. Not as a ticker going across the screen. Right now it's just about forgiveness. They would have to do that in order for it to not be illegal. And they never do.
I'm doing it. It just sits there. It's worthless. Now take that $100 bill and give it to somebody that needs it. Or take a $100 bill and buy a hot gun and shoot somebody. I mean, that's evil. It can be evil. But that's not the intention of Onpassive. I mean, don't worry about saying the word money. What I'm saying is, don't tell people what you made. Tell them what you did. Because they know what you did.
The life with Red, the van life with Chris, and the sofa life with Marty. That's right. See, they got it covered.
Equals money. I was able to pay off my debt. How'd you do that? 5 buckets of apples and 3 pears. No, it's freaking money.
I'm glad that you finally came to the conclusion that you sounded ridiculous. Because it was almost like you guys thought that you had outsmarted the Federal Trade Commission and all the laws and regulations by replacing the word money with apples. Just like you seem to think that saying time freedom is different than financial freedom. But we all know that whenever you say time freedom, you're talking financial freedom, It's just you switching terms because you're scared that our community is going to report you for false income claims. And now you're like, oh, that was silly. Yeah, it was. You're still going to get in trouble for false income claims when you were calling them apples, by the way. All right, I don't know who you thought you were fooling, but it's no one over here.
Look at money. Now, we said it before and all that. What I'm saying is the root of evil is what you do with that money. The root of evil with the gun is what you do with that gun. Some people like target practicing.
No, I live in Canada. We have decent gun laws, and we have a hell of a lot less shootings here than you guys do, even in our schools.
But we have a great thing going on. Let's love one another, help each other.
Because it's harder to
And if
get a
you
gun
think,
here.
and I'm talking to me too, I'm not some preacher, and I don't think I'm perfect. My God, my wife's right here. Am I perfect on? See how fast she said that? She didn't even hesitate. She was ready to say it before I even finished. But anyway, let's work together. Do a good thing. There are webinars going on. If somebody approaches you, I don't care, even if it's me, and starts telling you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't. I would listen to this. I'm going to be upfront. If I said something and I'm telling you I wouldn't do that, it's because it's either for the company, or it's because somebody's being treated bad in the company, or it's against Mr. Mufareh. Very simple. Or
it's against Mr. Mufareh. See, that's the problem. Is that you're literally walking on eggshells all the time, trying not to go against Mr. Mufareh. I feel like we saw a lot of that the other day, didn't we?
Hey, you got to take that down. That's not what I said.
Yesterday.
Now, we've been on this journey a long time. No new founders in the last 2 years. 2 years ago, last founder that came in. There should not be post with Ash's picture on it saying the wrong thing. There's forgiveness. I'm sorry, we make mistakes. 2 years of the same thing is not a mistake. So I'm gonna forgive you, but my reaction is gonna be different.
Marty, if anyone does false advertising out here, it is you. You literally take quotes of people's and then claim that it has something to do with Onpassive when they don't even know Onpassive exists. You guys steal videos from other tech companies and try to put them off as your own. There are people that watch these guys on YouTube that seem to think that Onpassive is doing the YouTube closed captioning. Because you've all lied to these people so much about the technology and what it is in your little promo videos. If anyone's guilty of it, it's you, Marty. You and the Onpassive YouTube channel, I've literally been sitting here for months just reporting both of you back to back. Just, oh shit, here's another one they post. It's like 5 a day. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, every day I'd be like, I have to do, like, a whole report and hand in, like, 5 videos that are false advertising now. From just 2 channels. And each one has, like, 5 videos on it. From today only. So it's kind of funny that you come out here now and you're like, oh, don't be putting Ashraf Mufareh's face on anything. Blah, 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 blah. Careful with false marketing. You want to maybe lead by example, right? Because you're such a great leader that you don't have to say you're a leader. Maybe lead by example. Don't do it yourself. Maybe Bill Must and John White shouldn't be making videos of fake AI Ash and posting it around. The other founders look to all of you to see what's supposed to be done here. So when you're doing shit and Chris is doing crap and Bill Must and John White are putting out promo videos that are false advertising constantly, you can't then turn around and look at these other people that are founders underneath you and go, well, why are they doing shit that they shouldn't be doing? They're literally copying you. You're the one they look to. So you kind of got a nerve to get mad at them. Like, you stop first. I bet you if you stop doing all those false advertising campaigns all over your channel every day, maybe other people won't do any false advertising. Lead by example. Let's see it. I wonder if that skin tag roots have penetrated all the way to Ash's brain. Good question, you know? And he says 2030, he said, staff will be ready. We can only hope that it would come that soon. At this point, it's like if they started today, add 6 years, and then maybe it will be done by then. Based on the history of this. I'm just going on how things have gone in this thing so far. And apparently it takes just like 6 years to create a crappy first version of a product. Mike Ellis will be back, by the way, with an Onpassive parallel universe explanation. Onpassive time, Onpassive business model, Onpassive's massive $1 trillion opportunity. He probably will do a video in the next couple weeks to talk about how everyone's about to get paid again. You know?
It says turn the other cheek. Once I turn the other cheek, it doesn't say what to do. So
All right, I'll just say it. Maybe Ash has a brain tumor. Worse things could happen.
I get foot in butt disease. Then we're going to push harder because this company is bigger than any one individual. I don't want it to fall apart because why? Because I love everybody here. Dr. Benny, we got Michael Morris, all you people that come in every day. John White, one of my favorite people of all in Onpassive. He walks the walk. He never varied.
Here we go.
I love that. We kept their faith. We spent 5 years selling hope and a dream. That's about to change. Chapter 1's about to close. And we'll go take care of it. I got to go to my channel and slap somebody around. Anyway, it's to Mr. Chris Johnson.
Good morning, Marty. Thank you. Again, we were late because we had a conversation, which is really cool. Let me say this first because I always forget sometimes. I apologize. Red is coming on at 11. And I want to say something about John White. I texted John White on a webinar yesterday, and you don't know this, Marty. He's down to 203 pounds. He's 3 pounds away from his goal of 200. And I'm not sure what John was his complete weight, but he was big guy. But John, congratulations to you, man. I'm proud of you. I'm blown away by it.
He literally lost half of his body weight. He was 400 pounds and he's down to 200 pounds. That is amazing. He could have done that without Onpassive. In fact, Onpassive had nothing to do with it because he knew Marty from before Onpassive. So even if Onpassive didn't exist, Marty would be on the carnivore diet and John White would know about it. Just thought you might want to know.
So everyone says, Chris, what does it got to do with passive? I want to explain to all of you, someone's at my door, what it's about in passive. Okay? Being nice to people, treating people nice, bringing them up. We're going to hear this dog bark. It's okay. I don't care who it is. Doing everything the right way. That's a passive.
Do you want to go see who it is?
No, because I might have to let him in. Hold on. Keep talking for a minute.
All right. This is live, everybody. Anyway, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. Chapter 2, I think, is going to be really fun. Put smiles on people's face, walk around like the Riddler, and all have a smile on their face. Listener, I want to give you a shout out for being on at 10. Antoinette, hey, oh, hello. Let me do some shout outs. Robert Tantillo, what's that?
It's Jehovah's Witnesses, so I politely said, I can't talk right now.
Excuse me, the Jehovah Witnesses at my door. I cannot talk to you right now. I'm actually shilling my cult on my phone to the group of people that follow me and my friends. So if you wouldn't mind just kindly leaving my house with your cult so that I can continue to promote my cult, that would be really great. I love this. I was like, the cult came knocking while he's promoting a cult. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know what, Marty and Chris here go, Jehovah's Witnesses. Crazy cult people. What you're doing is not much different. In fact, I'd argue that you prey on children almost as much as the Jehovah Witnesses do. I'm waiting for Bill Must and John White to start doing kitty videos. Going, hey kids, do you want to join an amazing company and make generational wealth for your whole family? All you have to do is sign over your soul to Mr. Ashraf Mufareh. Maybe he could start up Sunday school. Just don't expect Red to be there. He doesn't stream on Sundays, guys. He can't come on Sundays. I mean, when I talk about you and what you guys are doing and how Ash manipulates you, it's very similar to like how Telltale would talk about Jehovah Witnesses. I literally talk about the exact same tactics. I use the bite model and other like cult models to use. All of them. I cover you like I would cover Jonestown. That's why when you made that comment, I was kind of like, woo, that's a little creepy there, dude.
If that's a cult, call me Reverend Jim Jones. Okay, let's go to Guyana. All right, no joke.
Because I literally use the same tools as when I was covering Jonestown, as when I was covering Love is One, when I cover Eck, when I cover the other cults out here. The exact same tools I use to look at your business company. So you're not that much different. I just want you to know that.
Another thing about me, I don't care what religion you are. Honestly, I love everybody. I think I have some.
I do believe the Jehovah Witness would have a blast with you. You
Yes.
know?
They were looking at me in the window. I said, I can't do it right now, but it's okay.
I'll go ahead.
This is live, but that's one thing. That,
I'm so sorry, Wes.
Belly stop. I feel like DeGarmo right now, for crying out loud. Unpassive brings a lot of emotions out of people, I believe. Being excited because John White lost all that weight. That's Unpassive. Because guess what? And I'll say this, because of certain individuals like Marty.
And I'm like, no, it's not. Like I just said, they knew each other from before Onpassive. So what the fuck does Onpassive have to do with any of it? Like, are you telling me that Marty is only on the carnivore diet because of Onpassive? Because that's kind of sad.
Talked about a certain diet. We have quite a few people doing that right now because of Unpassive. John White, I call him John Skinny or John Transparent now, probably never would have done this. Maybe he would have, because he never would have heard it. He's a barber. The man's up in age. He's up in age and down in weight. Two good things. And I love that. I wouldn't be able to talk. I'm proud to talk about people in Unpassive.
We prey on the elderly here. I love that.
Achieve things because they listen to other people talking about excitement. And that's cool. That's what Unpassive is all about for me. It's about exciting people that have a mindset of just being positive. I know many of you, including myself, I just don't talk about a lot of things, are down about many things in your life. And that's life. I mean, that's the sad thing about life is sometimes life throws us, a nasty curveball. And we just got to go through it. I found that Unpassive, the people in Unpassive, I could talk to just about anyone that might be going through the same thing that I'm going through or what they're going through. Pat Parent called me out of the blue the other day, and we had this long discussion. And the first thing she says, I just really need to talk to somebody. I'm glad she called me. Okay. That's Unpassive. Unpassive has brought out so much good in people. And then, you got some ding-dong saying stuff as, oh, where's the commissions? Where's this? Where's that?
Honestly, I like to think that at this point, Marty is putting a red light on his computer to troll us. Because that's something I would do. If I was live streaming and then people were like, oh my God, Queen looks so red every day. You all know that I would come on the next live stream with a big red light, just making my whole face grow. I'd look like Rudolph the red-nosed fucking reindeer in the next stream, just to fuck with everybody. And sometimes he gets like really red. And I'm like, that's not him. Like it has to be a light on the computer or something. I think he's playing with us.
And Marty actually had a good answer for me.
Good job, Jerry. I have the opposite problem. Like, I had to try to put on weight this winter because after I had my daughter, it took me a few years to like get my metabolism back. But unfortunately for me, my metabolism is always on like double overdrive. So then what happens is I lose weight in the summer. And then by the end of the summer, I'm like underweight. So I had to get smart the last couple years and be like, I actually have to put on fucking weight in the winter. And hopefully, last year it worked out pretty well. I managed to not be underweight last year. I was at a healthy weight for all summer. I'm hoping this year is that again. People don't understand that there's also a struggle the other way. For those of us that are like skinny and have really high metabolisms. Like, people have literally accused me of being a meth addict because they're like, you're just getting bones in your past videos. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. Like, I cannot put on weight. I walk for 5 minutes, I lose 10 pounds. It's like, oh my God. And then I'm quite active. Like, I have a kid, We're an active family. We play sports. Every weekend we go, we play basketball, we do, So I don't just sit around. So I had to start getting smart and try to gain weight for the winter. And now I'm like, I hope I'm chubby enough for this summer. But it's really hard to lose 80 pounds. I gained 180 pounds with my pregnancy because my daughter was 12 pounds, 13 ounces at birth. She was huge. And it took me like a good 2 to 3 years to get back down to my weight. Like, it was hard. It was hard to lose it. I've never done it the other way. That was the first time. I kind of liked it. I was like, it's different losing weight than it is trying to like gain it all the time. This is a weird thing, you know? Mark says, I've heard that Ash is having a full frontal lobotomy via his ear. His brain is the same size as my prostate, and Muhammad Kamal has decided that corrective therapy via keyhole surgery is best. I don't know why he's having surgery in his ear for a skin tag. It must be in a very awkward area, is all I can think. Because, like, I've had a skin tag removed. They just, like, freeze it. And it comes... You can get stuff at the fucking pharmacy for it. I'm pretty sure. I know you can for, like, corns and warts and stuff, so you should be able to for skin tags. Or they just do it at the
Ashraf
hospital.
doing about this. What's he doing? He's building Onpassive. He's building a company that will answer that question that you have for me. Belly, please. I can't yell like Marty.
I didn't clue into that. I'm usually pretty quick, but that one went past me.
He's building a company, and this is Marty. This is part of our conversations we have in the morning.
That could
He
happen.
built Onpassive to solve and answer those questions you ask me every day about what's going on with Onpassive. He's building it every single day, nonstop. And that's the answer that I love to give. What is Ashraf Mufareh doing? He's creating a new life for millions of people if they choose to jump in on this. And if you don't, it's okay. If you don't see it, I don't want to change your mind because I want you really to see it from your heart. Quote, and this isn't mine. Once the sea touches your soul.
So yeah, see, John White says 400 pounds to 203 pounds, which again, that's amazing. It really is.
Quote, and this isn't mine. Once the sea touches your soul, life on land is never the same. Now, if you're a boater or a fisherman and you love the water, you'll understand what that says. I'm going to read it one more time because my dog's driving me nuts. Once the sea touches your soul, life on land is never the same. Man, you know what? Onpassive touched my soul. I know it touched a lot of people's souls. And my life has never been the same. And I could give you a million reasons what my life is.
They alluded that a lot of people were messaging them. I think right now more than ever, people are bugging. They're like, where's the commissions? Ash said this is the last extension. I mean, I keep saying, there's only so many times that you can push this. So I think they keep having these streams to convince themselves and everyone to just keep hanging on. It's coming. Just wait.
About now, even though I have some things in my life that are
powerful.
There's nothing I can do about it. I have to wait. I have to be patient. And that, listen, some of the discussions that me and Marty have in the morning are, we know something big is coming. We know that we have to wait for certain things. Now, I'm like Marty. I'm excited about this week. I'm actually excited about this week and next week.
Right.
I think that thing that we want to happen just might happen. This is our opinion. We want people to be excited. Listen, if I
that aged very, very, very poorly.
I came on here every day and said, well, gee, folks, we don't know what's going on, and be boring. We don't want you to see anything like that ever come out of our mouths. Marty talked about some important things today. Forgiveness, getting angry. John White, 400 pounds to 203. Gosh darn, John. Oh, I love that.
That's freaking insane. You know how hard it is to lose weight, but lose weight when you're older. It's like 100 times worse. John, you are an inspiration to everyone. Everyone.
Maybe Marty should get some advice from John.
Yeah. That's important to me. Someone's going to put us on. All they did was talk about weight loss and forgiveness. Well, you know what? It's two important things. Onpassive brings out.
John says, Marty, I am glad that we are paid with apples. I don't eat fruit. He only eats meat. They're on the carnivore diet.
The good, whether people that don't like us will make fun of us. I don't care. I like praying for everyone. I like making people laugh. I love when people make fun of me. Why? Because it makes them laugh. That's Onpassive.
Like, I don't know, Marty. Maybe you'd lose a couple pounds if you stood up. I bet you it takes a lot of work.
I got millions and millions of people all over the world that say, look at that goofy guy. What's he saying? And what I'm saying is Onpassive will change you, not just financially. Mentally, you will see the goodness of what comes out of Ashraf Mufareh's mouth. And sometimes we all know he's a little hard to understand. And that's the first, I told you the first time I heard Ash speak, I thought, excuse my language, what the hell did he just say? I didn't know. It took me a while to figure out that everything that was coming out of his mouth was for the better for the world.
In other words, it took you a little while to be indoctrinated into this and to let him manipulate you. You should have kept to the what the fuck was he talking about?
Chrissy says, I don't need houses everywhere in the world when there's people walking around with no shoes or kids starving. I mean, if everyone thought like that and the man gets beat up for it, and I guess I live in another world. And I said, what we need in this world is a lot more Gina Levas. Okay. Jean came on a webinar the other day and explained how she got made fun of. Jean has always stayed on the positive track. She builds people up. If you ever look, she's always making excellent comments about people.
I guess you've never written Onpassive in all lowercase letters in a chat, huh?
And she's fun. And she's got a pure heart. That's what I wish we had more in this world. Do I want more Chris Johnsons in the world? Sure I do. Do I want more Marty DeGarmo? Sure I do. Because we just...
He's like, at first I questioned things. And then Ash trained me to not question him. And then I understood that he was doing it all for us. I'm like, yeah, that's indoctrination. That's very, very good. Good way to describe that. Poor abused Ash, right? Such a sad case. Right? I don't think we want any more. We don't need any more genes.
I want to tell you that we care about people.
You guys
That's
shut down.
Onpassive. Period. I can tell you every single thing that Onpassive has done in the last 5 years. And let me tell you something. I can sit here and talk about it all day. It was a lot.
Yeah, it's quite easy because it's not a lot of things, right? I mean, think about it. You've been going for 5 years and you could easily just list off the things that they've done. And that's probably not good. I'm just saying.
Work. You hear Ash say many times, I've gone to hell and back. How many people have gone to hell and back for you or for people you don't know? No one, and I mean no one, would ever take a challenge on like this. He knew it. Ash knew what he was going to go into. He knew he was going to get heckled. And
no one, not one person has ever started a company before. Like, I don't understand, because the whole thing about entrepreneurs is like, we don't give up. Even when we're kicked down and we make no money and everything fails, we just keep going. And then they're like, oh, Ash doesn't give up. He's just so amazing. I'm like, yeah, the whole hustle culture area is like this. That's how you all are. Like, I don't understand why he's all special. Because he started a company that's been failing at every fucking step. Everything has failed. Like, nothing has gone right. Right? Not one thing. And they're like, oh, only Ash would do this. Yeah, only Ash would keep going after he's failed so hard, lost everyone's money, spent everyone's money, had merchants be like, fuck you, I don't want to do business with you. Most people would be like, all right, this isn't going to work out, this scam. Maybe I should cut it out.
Heckled and people saying, I don't believe you. Listen, if you don't believe in something, I feel sorry for you. Ash, everyone said, a lot of people say, oh, he's my God. Ash isn't a God. He's just a great man, blessed with things from God to go out and try to do something different, something new, something better for everyone. No judgments. He really wants people happy. That's Onpassive. Why am I screaming, as someone said the other day? Because I'm excited about what it's going to do for me. I have people in my family that need help financially, mentally, and I know that Onpassive is going to be able to put me in a spot where I can help them all. And that's a great thing. Do I have 50 million people text me a day about their troubles? I do. And it puts me in their shoes and I understand. But I also know if you didn't have Onpassive in front of you, you'd be in that much of a worse shape.
Are you explaining to me that you do understand?
I pray that every orphanage out there that a founder finds them.
I was
pray
wondering,
when the money comes in, I don't care about it. When the money comes in, that you choose to help these people out. Help them out. That's what we're supposed to do. That is Onpassive. Okay?
That's all.
If you're negative or want to say bad things, that's not what Onpassive is about. If you came on this chat to try to embarrass us, it isn't going to work.
Well, nobody comes on the chat to try to embarrass you. You embarrass yourself just fine without us being in the chat. I don't even think we were in this chat today. So, I don't know what you're talking about. We're not here to embarrass you. We're here to hold you to your words. All right? Especially Ash to his word. And we like to laugh at you a little bit, I'll admit it. But again, we don't have to do anything. You do it fine on your own because you do things like this.
Quit.
See, and I can just meme you, or you come out here and you're
She
like,
wants to be the first to make us look silly.
you know, or you come out here all
Stop going there.
right, or Red makes funnies like
Of what Onpassive is, we remains to be seen.
all right, that's all you. That's you. I don't have to do much. I just clipped this.
Stop going there.
We didn't do anything. You just sat there yelling at everyone who didn't believe in Onpassive. Because you're in a cult and you feel like you have to fight for this every single step of the way. Which should maybe open your eyes as to why. You know, why do you have to do that? Why you have to come out here every day and try to convince us and yourselves and everyone in it that it's so great? If it was great, wouldn't it just be great? Great companies, Marty, don't have to say that they're great companies.
We know what's happening. We know what it's going to do to us. And I'm freaking excited about it. And I'm going to be excited about it. All right. He said too many things. He's done so many things that totally blow me away. And people still don't understand that. We got people from 2018 who forgot about it. They're not plugged in. And they want to say sometimes negative things. I'm like, whoa. Have you seen what's in your back office lately? Have you read the notes? Have you watched the lives?
Yeah, they have. And you're still in the exact same position you were when they stopped paying attention in 2018. Except it's literally 6 years later. So they're probably like, holy fuck, good thing I left. You've just been doing the same thing on repeat for 6 years. And you still don't have a product for sale that's launched to the public. And you're still not making money and building teams like your MLM is supposed to. Like, what's in your back office is not going to make up for that. What's in the back office is actually not paying your bills. Because where's your commissions right now?
You understand that everything he's doing is for you, me, and everyone else. He isn't saying, oh, my name is Ashraf Mufareh. I built an empire, and look, I got 82 houses all over the world. Never going to be him. Never going to be him.
No, instead he just quietly transfers the $108 million that he took from all of you into his wife's account so that they can go spend it on themselves. And then he and her giggle with each other at the spa that you're all so stupid that you're willing to just continuously give him your loyalty and even promote this for him on his behalf. He doesn't even have to do anything anymore. Him and his wife can just hang out at the spa and laugh at all of you on your webinars. You're like, look at all these clowns fucking helping me steal money from all of them. I even steal money from this Chris guy, and he's out here promoting me every day. Look at this jackass. Don't think he's not looking at you like that. He looks down on all of you.
Well, what he wants you to do is just to dig down deep and realize that you're surrounded with people that need help. You're surrounded with people that have issues, and they do need help. What's wrong with helping people? What happened to this world when you have people that are so good that just want to make change?
People already had issues, so they really didn't need you to come over there, right? Put a light on their issues, tell them you were going to help them, and then string them along for years and not do shit for them.
Changes, and people want to make fun of them. I've never understood that. There's so much wrong in this world. I don't ever hear you. If you're going to go do something and you want to talk about wrong, and you listen to people how bad they are, I mean, I can name a million problems in this world right now that maybe you should be arguing against. Mother Teresa, even Mother Teresa had people say bad things about her. It didn't stop.
Mother Teresa actually did a lot of bad things. Sorry. She actually wasn't the great person that everyone says she was. Like, I'm sorry. Next, are you going to tell us that people don't like Joel Osteen? Like, what do you mean?
From doing good. Onpassive. It does good. Whether you believe it or not, I believe in it. You will never change my mind. You'll never change.
Well, if it did good, then it would just be out here doing it. You wouldn't have to keep telling us that it does good. Trying to convince us. Even Marty says so. Right? Actions speak louder than words. Marty said so himself. So how come we're not seeing the world changing? How come you're not lifting up PNG right now? You should be able to take care of this entire natural disaster for them. According to all of you, that's what you're here for. But are you going to do anything? No. And here's the funny thing is that would have been also a great business marketing tool. But Ash doesn't think like that because, again, he's not in this for all of you like he wants you to believe. He's in it for himself. So he doesn't actually want to help anyone. And then be like, isn't our company great? We're actually helping all these people. He just wants to talk about it, have you all talk about it, and then collect his money behind the scenes. Imagine if Ash went out and saved all of the people in PNG right now. We would have to be like, wow, that's amazing. Thank God he finally did something. Go on, prove me wrong. Show me and the recovering Hunbot and Spencer that you've been here to save the world and save PNG. Actions speak loud. Stop talking. You don't need O-Bless first. Right? Take all of those O-Connect commissions, why don't you? And go save PNG. Make me eat my words. Make me realize that Ash is actually out here for the people. And to save everyone. Do it. Let's see it, Chris. Get him on it. And when that happens, I'll do a whole stream where I talk about how amazing it was for Ash to save all the people at PNG. I promise. See, unlike all of you, I can admit if I'm wrong. So prove me wrong. Please, I want you to. I've been out here for 3 years begging you to prove me wrong. Prove this is not a scam. Prove it's not a cult. Prove you're going to do what you say. But I just get talk. Webinar. No actions. Oh, here's a product. Yay. Oh, but it sucks. Damn. Oh, we're not going to sell it for at least another year. Well, there goes that. I'm literally every time at the end of my seat going, oh my God, please prove me wrong. Please make me eat my words. We would love that. It would be fabulous if the whole world could be like, yes, this man is a savior. He was sent here to save all of us. Look at him go. Look at what he did for the people of PNG. Look at the actual amazing technology he came out with, but I can't because I would be lying, and I cannot lie like you. I'm sorry. I can't sit out here like you guys. You guys obviously have some traits I don't have because you're just so amazing and amazing entrepreneurs, right? I mean, I truly am a failure at MLMs. I cannot come out and lie to an audience every day and pretend that I'm successful when I'm not. And when the thing I'm doing isn't doing shit for me. I can't do it. I can't be that fake. I'm sorry. So prove me wrong. I can't wait for you to do it.
Marty's mind. We believe in the better of the good. This isn't which evil do I pick. There's no evil in this company. It's straight out love, compassion, listening to people, understanding their needs. This is where it was built from in Ash's mind and heart. When have you ever helped anyone, Chris? Oh man, I could go on and on about that one. But that's okay, Diamond. I don't need to prove anything to you. The people know who I helped. That's good. That's a private thing. I don't need to tell anyone who I'm voting for. I don't need to tell anybody my religion. And I certainly will never tell you people that I helped, because that's between me and God and those individuals. All right? That's what Onpassive is. We're not here to brag or boast, but we are here to say that it is the greatest company in the world. It's going to fill your heart, your soul. You're going to float very soon here. Overnight, no. Few days, few weeks, oh yeah.
It's always coming tomorrow.
But I don't have any doubts. This is why I do this every day. And you can ask Marty. First thing I say is, man, what are we going to talk about today? And we always find something to talk about. But today's just pure excitement. I think this is an exciting week, but I think every week is exciting. Stay positive. Don't listen to the people on here that want to make us look bad. Don't even argue with them. That's what they want. When they come on here, they want us to argue with them. I don't need to argue with any of you because I know the truth about Onpassive.
Kind of think right now you're arguing with me, though.
It's a belief that I take deep down into my heart because I know it's going to do good. All right. Is there other things out there that might be doing good? I'm sure there are, but
You know, why are you like, because I know they're going to do good. I thought you guys were the best company in the world and you were saving humanity and everything was wonderful and Ash is doing all this work. Why is everything always in future tense instead of present tense if everything's going smoothly and wonderful and how it's supposed to go? You know? Devil says, I'm just happy that everybody was paid yesterday, just like Ash promised. Because I know a lot of you guys are like end of the month, blah, 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 but technically it was 10 days away from the 20th. So, where's the money? Where's the money? Tomorrow.
You know, people don't want to talk about good. They want to talk about the
You already did that joke.
They don't want to talk about good things, period. And in Passive, I believe in talking about good things because that's what it brought out of me. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Pretty powerful stuff, and I want to sign up again. I got to sign up somewhere. Listen, a couple things I want to touch on. Thinking about what Chris said, I want to tell you how unique this business is if you really think about it.
It's not unique.
A complete stranger is building something for us that will change our and our family's life forever.
Wait, now Ash is a complete stranger? I thought he was your Lord and Savior.
Our family think we're nuts. It's like totally a reverse role. You see what I mean? How bizarre that is? But that's okay. That's like this world is bizarre. To go back on something else, and I just thought of this. John White lost half of his body, exactly half, 200 pounds, and he's 70 years old, a little more. Doesn't matter. Craziness. But I'll tell you what happened to me really quick. A few years ago, I started to realize what I'm part of, and I was disabled. I have a lung issue, which is getting better, but I wound up getting weaker. I wound up eating and then eating more, and then it's a vicious circle. So I said, I got, and by the way, I prayed about it and tried to figure out what is out there, and I started hearing about keto, where you cut back carbs. I'm only saying, listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you my opinion.
Here we go. Diet advice from Marty, the man who's basically become one with that chair.
Got to make sure I do a disclaimer here. And I switched over to keto diet. The keto diet is cutting back on carbs, and I mean all carbs. You know, not a good apple, bad apple, carbs. If it's got carbs, I cut back about 30 grams a day. In the beginning, it wasn't easy. Why? Because my body's been running off sugar for 60 years. 60 years I've been running off sugar. And from the 70s till I started, even more sugar, because they went to this thing called low fat. Low fat means more carbs. More carbs means more sugar. We got slapped around and didn't even realize it. Anyway.
Do you want me to skip over the diet talk? Let me know, I can.
So don't take my word for it. So I'm just telling you what happened. So I got in carnivore, started losing weight, started breathing better. I mean, I got in keto. And then about, I don't know, last year.
You know what? They probably will do that. And then that will be run by Marty. Well, he keeps gaining weight. Yes, you do want me to. I don't know if we have much left of this.
He adds more. But we have a guy, a man, a great man, and a wife, and a family who decided to give us all a piggyback ride to success. And he didn't even know us. That's a good-hearted person. Anyway, I'll see you all. Chris?
Wait.
Yeah, that was basically it. He goes on about the diet for a while, and then he kind of brings it back to, oh, well, Ash is so amazing. He doesn't even know us. Now he's a stranger. You know? Yep, we're reacting to it right after the commercial break, Jelly. I got the one from today, too, sped up and ready to go. Don't you worry. So this was, again, May 28th. So this stream that we just listened to, where they were all fired up and all about Ash and how great he is, this was the day before the Ash Mufareh stream that we stream sniped yesterday. Remember how they acted. They were so hopeful. They were all about forgiveness, which, you know, makes some sense. They thought they were all about to become millionaires in the next couple days, right? So you got to feel for how they were before it. They're all, fuck the haters, you know, don't listen to those guys, but we'll still forgive them. We'll still forgive them. It'll be great. But, you know, lots of hope. Lots of hope, lots of, oh, it's coming, it's going to be amazing. Can't wait, right? Remember that, because we're going to run a commercial break, and then you're going to hear their live stream from today, and it's quite different. We're going to find out why Marty has all those birds in his house. There's afternoon snack. Oh my God! He did say he was eating ravens and crows. He's eating his damn birds. That's really what it is. I've actually said that it would be funny if they did that. Because, like, I've actually brought up, like, could you imagine Ash trying to pitch this to Shark Tank or Dragon's Den? And then they would be like, but what's the value of your company? And he'd be like, billions of dollars. Billions of dollars because it has heart. And they'd be like, okay, but what are your profits for this past year? And he'd be like, well, I made 108 million. But nobody else made a profit. That was just for me. And they'd be like, that's not right. Okay, so what profits have you made from selling products? And he'd be like, nothing. But it's worth billions because it's made with heart. And then they would flip out and kick him off. It's like, that's not how businesses work. You know, like, you can't just be like, we have heart. We came here to do it different. We actually care about people. It's like, that's what they all say. You realize that, right? That's what all of the businesses say at first. They care about all their customers more than they care about money and blah, 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 blah. Like, we've been here. You know? You would have loved to see You would have loved to see Mike Ellis's reaction on the 360 when Ash made the announcement. We'll be eating crow when Ash finally goes. Yeah, you see sharks. He's a shark swimming among the sharks, remember? All right? I mean, he's just a shark swimming among the sharks, trying to make all the sharks love with their hearts. All right? That's what he is. That's how he's been described. A shark with all the shark. Mr. Wonderful would freak out. Be like, okay, you're done. Like, no. No, thank you, goodbye. I don't even know why you came here. What did you even come here for? This is stupid. I asked him how many profits he made. What he made last year? He told me nothing. This guy actually came in here with nothing and he wants to try to sell me this business? Okay. No. It doesn't work. I don't care if you have heart. I have a heart too. It's beating in my chest and it beats for money. All right. What's your business worth? $0? Don't want it. Out of here. Like, it would just be over. They'd eat him up and spit him out. Mike has heard the exit speech many times before, and it did sound very much like an exit speech. So, yeah. So, during the commercial break, think of it as time travel. All right? So, we were in May 28th, and then now we're time traveling to today, after it. I'll remind you again after the commercial break. Today's video is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy! No one fucks with my hose! The lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Wait, do you have a condom? You don't have one somewhere? Yes. Oi, excuse me there, sir. Do you have these directions? Sure, you just go down that way and make a turn. Don't let her know that your dinger is almost a no-go. Get tiny dinger condoms to you discreetly. It's very important to choose the right size, so make sure that you get your tiny size. Don't be caught without a condom. No. Get tiny dinger condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Located at your local CVS pharmacy, Rexall, Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. We get it. You're into feet, and not many girls are also into feet, but you finally found your dream woman. We got your souls covered now. Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Dinger Condoms, trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand, and the same people who brought to you Sexual Endorphin Spray, trademarked. We have now created the Foot Fetish Fantasia Spray. When you're rubbing on her toes, take a deep breath in and smell the sweet aromas of the toilet bowl, the tire shop, dead flowers, and your nana's perfume. After all, it will turn you on more than just her pinky toe will. This little piggy has been to the market and grabbed themselves a bottle of the Foot Fetish Fantasia Spray, trademarked. It made it so much easier to wake to my ex-girlfriend's feet after she posted up her beach trip vacay photos. Grab your bottle now and make that nasty foot fragrance vanish just like a ghost. Located at CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Kmart, Chaz R Us, and in your favorite foot fetishist nightstand. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock Core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger condoms and Fantasia foot spray. Buy Tiny Digger diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsor. Yes, so now we've time traveled. Probably with S.E.C, Chris from New York, Westchester County. He likes to time travel us quite often. And now we are in today. And I was at the webinar today. I'm going to tell you, and my only goal today during the webinar, if you see my comments and you're like, what is going on, is to let everyone know that they're in a cult and that they're not getting their commissions in as many languages as I possibly could come up with that people in Onpassive would speak. I had the translator going and I was like, let's go. We need to try to get this on the screen, because right before I did that, I noticed that I was no longer blocked from Marty's channel. So maybe he really is practicing forgiveness. You know?
Hello, everybody. The 30th of May. Yes, this year's almost half over. Thank you all for being here. I've got the chat going. Let me make sure I click on it. I also got to make sure that my
Can't forget the heart.
YouTube's running okay, which it is. Anyway, thank you again for all being here. As you see, we have a special guest. The voice, Robin Noble, is with us today. We know that yesterday we were all in a webinar with our fearless leader, Mr. Ashraf Mufareh. There was nothing written up, so don't worry about that. The full recording, the unhinged.
Did you catch that? There's nothing written up. There's nothing written up, so don't worry about that. We will not be doing a summary of the last time that Ash spoke to us. If you guys remember, he started off by basically coming out and being like, I was scammed. Again, we have to start this thing from scratch. It's not going very well. All the people I was working with are awful and they all lied to me. So it's interesting to me that they're like, oh, we're not going to do a summary. I'm kind of disappointed. A lot of us were really looking forward to that summary. We were like, that should be good. So I guess this is the only summary we're going to get. And maybe, Red also gave us one.
His truthful recording is in my YouTube channel, by the way. That's where I put it. So I'll put the link in here so everybody can see it.
Yeah, it's a video there.
Hold on. Let me double check.
Okay. Double check, Marty.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't want to lie to these people. That'd be awful.
It's also posted in the back office of, both. It's in the back office of OES and founders. Emphasize. What's going on?
That's great. DeGarmo says, this is really interesting that there's no summary. How are people supposed to stay plugged in? Tanya keeps telling people to read the summary. I bet you she is too. She does it all the time. She's like the summary's biggest cheerleader. She probably is everywhere going, don't just go read the summary. And then there isn't one. I see
what happened, what was said, but look, go back and watch it and listen to it. There's one thing I want to tell you.
Okay.
In every company, normal company, and by far we're not a normal company, we are huge and we're global. In every company and I work for Fortune 500 company, huge, top companies in the world, no joke. And in the corporate side, there's always.
Could you name a couple that maybe you worked for these Fortune 500 top companies of the world? Want to just give us an example, Robin always tells us about how she works on the cruise ships. We're even going to hear about it again today. Her talking about it the first 10 times wasn't enough. Apparently, if you worked on a cruise ship, you you're good for life. You learn everything you need to know to tell everyone what to do with everything.
Things going on. Ash brought up there's things going on. The beauty of it was he says, I have full control. It's that simple. And don't worry about.
Did he not have full control of this company before? Because I'm a little confused on that, and I think everyone else is too. He was all like, I'm taking back control. And we were like, is this not yours? Like, somebody else controlling it? What do you mean by that?
What it is. I mean, we have our own lives. We know this. Nothing has changed from what's going on. When the money is back there, we're going to get paid commissions and bonuses. Okay? Flat out. None of that changed. All he said was, we're moving forward. I've got everything under control. What's going on? All the little details? Don't worry.
The company is a grower, not a shower. So now you don't need to know what's going on. You don't need to know any of the details, but stay plugged in and make sure you watch. But you don't need to know. Okay, all you need to know is that Ash is now in control. Which, honestly, not really sure how anything has changed. Because again, was he not the CEO in control of everything to begin with? It's a little confused.
I am stoked. Listen, I feel proud that he came out and told us. Did he have to? No, but he did. I'll give you an example. We know that one of the best products on the planet, or one of the most sought after products, is an iPhone. We know, I hope we know, but I'm going to say it. There's people in Apple during the creation of the iPhone. There was some shakeups. Things happened. Why? Direction.
I thought you weren't calling them apples anymore because now we're at the end, so now it's money, but now we've gone back to apples. Interesting.
Vision, all of them didn't jive. That happens in every company in the world. So let's not make a bigger thing out than it is. Best thing you could do, go back and watch it. I'll tell you what. I went back and watched it, and I was in it.
Honestly, Wes, I have to be honest with you. I came in at the beginning, and I wrote the word scam passive, and I pressed enter, and it went through and showed up on the screen, and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I was like, I've been banned from here for months. Blocked. Gone. Not allowed to comment. I was like, holy shit, it went through. Go time, guys. Let's go. I have no clue. I don't know if maybe during his forgiveness webinar, if he decided that he would unblock people. Maybe he had to unblock everyone because he got in that argument with someone there. And maybe he blocked some Onpassive people. And maybe he's rethinking it. So maybe he unblocked everyone. Maybe he just unblocked me. I don't know. But I'm there.
And I got it very clear, for me, very clear that Mr. Mufareh is running this thing. He's passionate as always. Actually, he seemed more upbeat.
Wes, maybe your dream was just a bit off because he unbanned me. Like, I was definitely banned Monday. I was at the live stream that they did on Monday, and I wasn't going through. And then today, I was not banned. And I find that interesting. And I can't tell you why. I don't know. I guarantee you, I was probably one of the first people that they banned out of that webinar. I promise. Definitely banned off of Marty's channel. Definitely. Until literally today. And I have to be honest, like, I was even scared. I was like, holy shit. It went through. I wasn't expecting it to. I just sometimes comment in streams that I'm blocked in just to get things off my chest, you know? It's just who I am. I'll just be like, scam passive, just to make myself feel better at the beginning of the stream, you know? And then it went through. I was like, holy shit. So I was like, all right, since my comments are going through, I'm going to use this time wisely. Wisely. And I said very similar to what I'm saying on the bottom of my screen in my ticker today. I think I had to use smaller wording because of the number of characters that you can use. It's smaller on YouTube's, but I was doing it in every single language that I could possibly think of that they would be speaking in this thing. From Hindi to Arabic, French, a few other ones that I cannot pronounce, but I know that people in PNG and South Africa also speak them. So I was like, let's go. Like, let's just do as many as we can.
Okay, to me and to a lot of
It
people.
was.
So
It's just
we're
fun.
here. I'm not going anywhere. I love this company. I love what we stand for. And I think,
Yeah, I
believe when things clear.
I've had enough creeps out here crush on me. All right. I've had it up to here with the creeps.
Well, the money's there and all that's there, that we know what they can build because we see O-Connect now. What do I think? I think that O-Connect is probably still not good enough for Mr. Mufareh. That's a plus for all of us. That means his standard of good is way higher than expected. And that could.
So I'm wondering, do they think that Ash is maybe going to go start a brand new company now? Because like they're talking about O-Connect, like he is actually starting it all the way over from scratch. That would be interesting.
Only be a good thing for every founder. Why? Everybody that comes in Onpassive has to go through a founder. I can't emphasize that enough. And we're in good hands. And I'll tell you something else I know, and this is fact. I've been in for about 5.5 years. I have always watched and listened, and it's always been bigger and better than I expected. And the meeting last week, the meeting before that, and the meeting yesterday hasn't changed any of that. In fact, I'm more powerful. I'm here and more in my heart than I've ever been.
So you are just as happy with Ash coming out here letting you all know that he was scammed and that he doesn't trust the people he's been working with and that he's starting over and you're not getting your commissions as you were for him to say that this would be the last extension and you'd be getting your commissions and you were all about to save the world? That's a little bit bizarre, don't you think?
I'm surrounded with people everywhere that I love being around. It's a big family, like everybody knows. This company is marching forward. If it could have been smacked down, beat down, it would have been a long time.
He hasn't seen him in a while, right?
We got a good captain of the ship. We got somebody that loves us. We got somebody that probably loves us too much. Really, has done everything for all of us, and all he thinks about is what he could do for us because he knows what we're going to do, what impact we're going to have on the world, which was started by him. I love it. He didn't make any of you. We find each other because people swarm towards what they love and what they're part of. Okay, so anyway,
you thought the man.
Love you all. I'm going to turn it over to Chris and take care of something. Anyway, thanks, Chris.
A couple things, Marty. Well, number one, let me say good morning, Robin, my buddy in crime. I'm glad to see you're on here, and I'm going to show some honesty, which I always do. When I'm on listen, we had a really crazy day because we had some links mix up. Blame it on me about that. Okay. It was, believe it or not, it was hectic because people couldn't find the links. It was posted in your OES back office instead of founders. So I apologize. That's my fault. I forgot to post it in there, but it was posted in your OES. Listen, pay attention to that OES back office. It's really important all the time. Okay. Let me tell you what I think. Because I had over 300 people texting me during the meeting telling me, Chris, where's the link? And I'm trying to help them. If I didn't get you, I apologize, but it's not always easy because when I'm on the panel, I really want to pay attention. And you've heard us say before, it's kind of hard to follow what it says because I got to learn to turn my phone off. But if I do that, I might not be able to help someone. So that's why I don't do it. But so what I did, I think it was maybe 12 midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I got in my bed. I shut my door. My dog was sleeping. And I wanted to really hear what this meeting said because I missed the majority of it. What I found out after watching it three times now, the first 10 minutes, okay, let's say 10 to 12 minutes is all I really needed.
That means that you spent 6 hours just watching Ash over and over again? That's bizarre a little bit. Like, some of my subs went and rewatched the stream after it was done. But I hope that they were entertained by me as well again. I do want to listen to it again. I do hope that the Recovering Hunbot streams it as well. But I'm kind of like, really? Like, you sat there for 6 hours just watching it on repeat? That's a little weird, isn't it?
To hear it told me everything about what Ashraf Mufareh was saying. All the rest of it, I'm going to be honest, and I'm not being rude to anybody that was on there. I didn't pay attention to that. What I paid attention to
was the first 10 minutes. Let me know if when we're done watching this, if you guys want to go and just rewatch just the first 10 minutes and see what it is that he found so amazing.
Was the first 10 minutes of what he said. And that was what I missed. And I wish I wouldn't have missed it because I was not paying attention, of course. It was very powerful. So I'm going to tell you all this. I can sit here and tell you exactly what I said on that video, but I want you to go do what I did. Listen to it a couple times. 10 minutes is all you need to understand what Ashraf Mufareh was saying.
All right.
We'll take his word. And I've dealt with Chrysler, GM, all these people. And every once in a while, they got to bring a big CEO in and say, oh, no, we're going to do it this way. They're going to pay him millions and millions of dollars.
Wes says, Chris telling me to watch it to get the info feels condescending because I did. And I had no idea what Ash said until I came here. He didn't really say much. It was very coded as well. I felt like the whole time we were trying to translate what he actually meant, right? Like, we were kind of sitting here going, wait, is it this? Like, what's going on? The fuck? So we can go and watch the first 10 minutes again when we're done listening to these guys, because this is already like almost halfway done. So we can definitely go do that and just kind of have a little refresh for the first 10 minutes and, really see what was so riveting to Chris here.
All right, to come in and see what's going on. Ashraf Mufareh is that guy. We're not paying him millions and millions of dollars.
To remember that as well, Takara. I'm thinking the first 10 minutes to me was the worst part of it. I feel like we're all going to feel that way at the end of this too. But I think it'd be fun to kind of go back and be like, all right, Chris says, listen to 10 minutes. So let's do it. Let's listen to the first 10 minutes and see what was so amazing that gave him so much hope. Because the rest of us it gave us worry and anxiety, but okay.
He came in, he explained the situation, I thought, which was 100% transparent. And he said this, the same thing he's told us for the last 3 years or 5 years. I got this. I'm in charge. No one's going to tell me what to do or how to do it. I've got this. He repeatedly said it. I'm proud that he said it. I'm excited that he said it because, like I said.
But again, he doesn't have this because the S.E.C is suing him and he is in mediation with them right now. And they do regulate all the businesses in the USA. And there are laws and regulations that he has to follow, even if his little heart doesn't want to. Those are in place to protect consumers. They're actually in place to protect you from being scammed. But he gets angry that they're there because he doesn't want to follow the laws and regulations. Like, most businesses don't have a problem with following the laws and regulations this many fucking times. You don't even have your products for sale yet. This thing hasn't launched. I know we've kind of moved on from the whole we're launching. But technically this still hasn't fucking launched. We are literally in the exact same position we were the first day that I covered this. And I was going over Ash talking about the Matrix. Like, it's literally the same, except now there's a back office and there's some products back there people can play with. That's really the only difference. And O Media has a website now that Dr. Susan and Muhammad Kamal run. Like that's really it. Everything else is the exact same. They're not selling O Connect to customers. This business is still not gone public. Right? Like, it's happening publicly. Don't get me wrong, that's not what I mean. Although a lot of this is supposed to happen behind the scenes. They did not want us to stream that yesterday live. Okay? But you know, like, we can watch this all happen. It's all public, but at the same time, the company is not considered as having launched to the public until a customer off the street can purchase a product off of it. All right, that's kind of like what they consider to be. Like, technically, this is all startup, you know? But it's been going for 6 years. And he asked for money from just the public. Why? Because he couldn't get any investors. Why? Because he's a scam artist that's been in a bunch of scams. So again, he looks bad on paper. It's also why he can't get a merchant. It's the same reason. Not only that, but I mean, well, you've heard him. I mean, we're joking about Shark Tank and Dragon's Den today, right? Well, imagine also an investors meeting. You know, like that's really all I got to say. I mean, someone's going to hear that man talk. You know, let's be real. And they're not going to be investing. Not officially. That's why he went this route with it. Because he knew that he could get all of you to be his little hype men. He knew he could control all of you. He picked you up from other scams and MLMs. It sucks, but the people in MLMs are preyed on the most by MLMs. Even if they're already in an MLM. I even remember the most I ever got told, like asked to join companies, was when I was already in MLMs. Like, I hardly get asked now. But when I was doing MLMs, I had like 5 people a day trying to poach me from the one I was in. It's because they know you've already bought the Kool-Aid. You're already drinking it. And they're kind of lazy. That's why they won't do this the real way. The legal, legit, real way that most businesses start, right? So they don't want to put the work in to fully manipulate you. So it helps them if you're already manipulated into believing in this lifestyle of endless riches, as long as you just sign up enough people underneath you and sell the best product. The whole thing's a scam. Right? So he knew. He was like, these guys will fucking totally hype it up. I just got to promise them a spot at the top. And that's what he's done, right? So think about it.
I missed it. So I'm going to urge you to go watch that first 10 minutes and you'll know exactly what I'm saying. It'll answer all your questions. And that's what it did for me. But I'm saying the love and support for Ashraf Mufareh is beyond belief. Okay. The people that sent me, I literally got 500 or 600 messages between the time of the webinar and after, and I can't answer everyone. It's almost impossible. All right. But I'm going to let you know.
500 to 600 messages, he says. 500 to 600 messages. 500 to 600. I hope it's people going, are we not getting our commissions now?
The ones that I did see were 100% behind Ashraf Mufareh. You're right, Captain. You got this. And I'm talking about Captain Ashraf Mufareh. To get out there and say, I'm going to do what I got to do. The main thing he said that I loved, I say it differently. He said, we got to go back to the roots. I always said we got to go back to the basics. It's something that I lived my life at my job is when I thought something maybe wasn't right and I had to change it, I would always tell myself, Chris, back to the basics. Matter of fact, 2 years ago, I used to say that all the time on here. Ashraf Mufareh is going back to the basics. He's got the wheel. He's got the lever. He's got everything. Because sometimes in companies, things maybe don't. Listen, he said it. Sometimes we go in a direction and it doesn't quite work out. And the captain's got to say, oh, we got to try something different. And that's exactly what he was telling everyone. So pay attention to.
Yeah, pay attention. He told you this company did not work out. And now he has to go in a different direction. And he has to start from scratch. Because he doesn't trust any of the people he started with. Which I thought also applied to you guys. But maybe not. I don't know. You tell me. You're the great Ash translators.
The first 10 minutes. Okay. I'm saying it. but I want you to go listen and watch what he's saying. It was very, very powerful, I thought. Very powerful. And again, I missed it because of my phone. And Ash gets mad at me sometimes. Chris, get off your phone. You're right. He's right. But that's what I'm going to say today. I do want to shout out a prayer for Narelle. Workon's youngest daughter was in a car crash. Pretty nasty car crash. She's doing good. But listen, man, include people in your prayers. I don't care who you pray to, but pray for people. It's a good thing. But Ash Mufareh, proud to be a founder, proud to be a part of a company. I'm proud to know that you're going to take me way past the stars. Robin Noble, it's all yours.
Before Robin,
okay, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for The Voice? Just to make you guys happy before she starts talking, because we all know how much everyone loves it when Robin talks. I'll give you one of these.
Stop going there.
I might also do this. One more time. All right, let's hit it. All right, here we go. Don't say that, Joe. Don't. What? The Voice of Canada? If that's what Canada sounds like, I'm very upset. All right, I don't like that. I just say more like jump ship. Yeah. Right. I mean, I heard an exit. It was very exit scammy. Good old exit speech. And it sounded a lot like the ones that we've heard Ash give before, by the way. This isn't the first one. Oh, no. He's even screamed at everyone in this company in the past and almost rage quit the whole thing on a webinar a few years ago. So it was very, very much like his exit speeches. And then Chris says, Ash just docked the ship, cleared out his locker, walked down the gangway with his bags, and turned in the keys. Right? Mark says, not The Voice. No, Ella, hold my hand during this bit, please. He's scared. Gary says, Robin is queen victim blamer. She really is. She always sounds like she's scolding you. Like, even when she's just talking nicely about something, like her version of nicely, I guess you could say, about something, it's like she's full on scolding you the whole time. I feel like she's always talking down to us. But here we go. Okay.
Stop going there.
All right, let's go.
before you go, I want to tell everybody.
Let's go there.
I'm about to munch down on some crow. Okay, you might want to watch me. I did about 3 or 4 links yesterday, and wait a minute, I turned into JoJo the Idiot Circus Monkey. Okay, I was getting links mixed up.
So it was basically just like any normal day.
Fine, because I tried to do two or three video conference calls at the same time. I was talking to Chris, then I was talking to Rob, and then I went to a quick one, and then I went. So I posted our quick one, which was already over, and it was just us guys talking about whatever. Then I posted the other one, got the wrong link mixed in. So the mess up wasn't Chris, it was me. I messed it up. So finally I went to Alice and I said, can you save me? I'm drowning. So he made a link and we got in and everything's okay. So as Rob,
and we were fine. We got in just fine. But I did notice that the first link I clicked on was hosted by Marty. And then whatever one we watched it on, I don't know if I got a new link or what happened. But when it ended, the host was Ash. So they did have to switch that out. But that has nothing to fucking do with anything. Like, I'm confused, you know?
Robin comes on and chats with you, I will be munching down on some crow. Robin, go ahead. Sorry I interrupted.
That's all right. That was a good interruption. Hi, guys. It's wonderful to be with you today. And just so that, I'll continue with what Chris and Marty were saying, yesterday's links had nothing to do with me. So it's wonderful to be here with all of you. Yesterday was a huge, huge webinar. And what Ash told us really should have happened.
If you didn't catch it, Robin was trying to joke there, but since she's the type of person that always sounds like she's 100% serious and scolding you, even they didn't really react to her joke and laugh. They were just like it fell so flat.
Help to reinforce our belief in him and the company. It's business as usual. It's moving forward exactly as what the pop-up said in terms of what yesterday was about. And you know, we go through so many things in life that we do just by rote. We just glide through so much without fully understanding. And it's so grateful that Ash has taken this mantle on and is looking after us through this amazing company. The company, as we know, is huge.
Now I have to do it,
So,
Ella.
who better?
Dude looks like a lady. I can't do it
Better to look
anymore.
after it than somebody with as big a heart as Ash
I
has,
killed it.
with as big a
I
vision
killed
as what he
it.
has. And he is looking after all of us. Many of you know that I used to work on
Right?
cruise ships. And
Right to the point that everyone was deadpan. Like everyone just like she did the joke, and then I just picture everyone just staring at their screen like, is she joking? Like, was I supposed to laugh at that? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
one of the things that was extremely important was a dry dock, which is going in for basically a ship's checkup to make sure that it was safe to go to sea, and it would go through the checks and balances through the engineers, through the technicians, through the sailors, and everybody to make sure with something that was called sea trials.
I'm not even joking. I literally wondered if Robin was AI to the point that one of you, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Jelly Snack. I feel like it might have been her or Violet. Told me that no, Robin has like a Facebook and you can go and you can see that it's a real person. I had to like check because I was like, we never see Robin. It's just a voice, to the point they joke and they call her the voice even. And like, just, it's so, she's so robotic to me. Like, I couldn't fucking put my finger. It wasn't you. It was one of you guys. It was one of you mods. And you were like, no, she's a real person. Like, here's her Facebook stuff. And I was like, okay. All right. It's a real person. They do exist. They're real. But I was literally like, I don't get human vibes off of Robin. And I'm sorry, I don't. I don't know what it is. It's like there's no genuineness coming from this voice. And I don't know if seeing her on screen would help or anything. Like, I'm not really sure. I don't know. It's just, she is literally very AI-like. I had to be convinced she was real. I was like, there's no way this is a real person all the time. Okay. So it's, I still can't put I'm always trying to figure out what it is. It's like, is she just such a Hunbot now that she's just turned into the robot? Like, I don't know. But there's just something about her where I'm like, oof.
And when we went out to sea, after having been in a dry dock or a new ship that goes out, it has the equivalent of training wheels on a bicycle with great big tug ships, with lines holding the ship so that it can actually float. And this is how they test to make sure that there are no holes, that everything is plugged, that everything is safe, and that the ship is watertight. This is what Ash is doing. And every once in a while, it needs to be checked
for fuck's sakes.
In his own books, in his own life and vision of what he has for Onpassive. And the fact that he tells us about it, we're privileged. We're not entitled to getting this information. We should feel privileged that he's actually sharing and trusting us and opening up with what's going on. So this is amazing. And these sea trials for Onpassive, we are passing with flying colors. We are smooth sailing. We're just coming around the last bits. And we know that. We were not told anything different yesterday.
How were you not? Did we watch a different stream? Like, I'm so confused. Like, to me, it really did sound like they were announcing that everything was fucked up. Like, it was like, sorry guys, this is a bust. All right. This is a bust. We gotta start over. But maybe
that
it's
it is
just,
full
I
steam
don't
ahead.
know.
The company is in good hands, and Ash is in a good state of mind, which is so good to see and feel and know. Many CEOs, as I said yesterday, bend to the demands, requests, need to be accepted by society, community, and other rules and regulations. Ash has made the rules and regulations for Onpassive.
Okay, but like next level, so do I. A couple of them. And I literally cannot, like, oh, so robotic.
Onpassive joined because of having a similar heart and a similar feeling about wanting to.
I think it's also like how she talks, because I don't know, she is quite a wordsmith. It's just, I feel like if any other voice was saying what she was saying, it might actually sound good sometimes. You know, you could tell that she's probably a decent storyteller, writer. You know, she gives me those vibes, but it's like there's just something so not real about it. It's as if an AI went and looked up how to write a speech about this and then regurgitated that. She does have cancer. She is getting cancer treatments. I'm not sure if she's still going through them or not. We don't really get a status update on that, to be honest. Which is kind of weird now that I think about it. She hasn't really come out and been like, oh, my treatment has been going really great and I'm in the clear or anything. So, I don't know.
To do good in the world and wanting to help other people. None of this has changed. And so how exciting is it to know that we have a leader who will stand up and will stand for us and representing a company, knowing his background and knowing what he is capable of and his ability to steer us through rocky seas or, you know, the bitches that can happen.
Mark says, she's a decent storyteller, but her stories are nightmares and her voice complements those perfectly. Right? If it wasn't about Onpassive and it wasn't her voice, some of the things she says are quite poetic. You know?
In a business that many of us have no clue about. So, again, as Marty and Chris have both said, please go back and listen to what the video was yesterday.
Okay, I will. Jesus.
You need to hear Ash's passion. You need to hear Ash's words and intonation to know just how strong this company is and to know how strong Ash is in fulfilling his vision and mission to help the world and to help all of us. None of that has changed. So to all of those who were shaky yesterday, uncertain, disconcerted, please put your fears to rest, put them to bed. Prayers, absolutely. But that again hasn't stopped and hasn't changed from where we've been from the moment we knew what was going on in Onpassive. Hold all of us, all the founders, Onpassive, in love, in God's heart, and continue with prayers for all of us. Life continues, and we are going to continue together moving forward to fulfill what Ash has promised to us, but also what he's promised to the world. So we're doing it together, and I'm so proud to be part of this. Marty and Chris, thank you so much for having me here with you. And I'm just in such a good place feeling.
It's so weird. Like, she comes on just to do a motivational speech. And it does seem like it's written beforehand. Is it just me? I don't know. I think that's like part of the problem. I'm constantly trying to figure out like what exactly it is about her that makes me think that she's just not real. She's an owl without heart, yeah. Right? I mean, aren't they all?
Very calm, at peace, knowing that we're moving forward and better days are coming to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin Noble, for coming. As always, you're welcome anytime. Like I said, man,
Ella says, she doesn't make sense. How do you know a company is strong simply by listening to someone speaking with passion? It's nuts, right? Or by just being told that it is by that same person, except they own it. And they're the ones making all the money off of it. It's mind-blowing. It's like, what are you doing? It, like, anyone else, again, would go by, like, the company would be strong because it has really great products that people want. And it does a lot of sales, treats its employees well. And you can't really say any of these things about Onpassive, but for some reason, they're all fucking convinced to their cores that this thing is strong and successful. And it's like, what success? You haven't even launched. Like, for real, though. It's like, you haven't sold one product to even one customer. You don't even have your first customer yet. Like, yeah, you guys all bought OConnect, but you bought them as distributors who were forced to buy it because you can only make money if you own it to sell it. They're like LuLaRoe leggings, apparently. So it's just like mind-boggling that you would just listen to Ash and be like, that's all I need is just what he says. I don't need any other information. It's just Ash telling me that this is doing great, and he's real passionate about it and speaks with complete conviction. So I'm just going to believe him.
All said it. Just go watch it. You'll understand it. I didn't hear it. And it was a fun, busy day.
Good point. Jelly Snag here says that part of the reason for the summary is so that the summary at least is translated to other languages. So there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to really know what's going on, or if they do get told what's going on, they're depending on like Joffrey to tell them in Hindi, which is just not good. Please read the Hindi writing on my ticker before you listen to that person about what's happening. Because we already know that he totally lies and just makes things up. I have no clue what he's going to say. I'm going to have to go check it out. Which that would be a trip. I bet the Enron spokesperson sounded strong and passionate right up until the FBI showed up at the door. Yep, and so did OneCoin people. So did the people at Boo. Hell, so did the people at Telex Free. In fact, I bet you Ash and Michael Williams at Telex Free did, you know? So, there's that.
But so I want to repeat what he said, but I don't because I want you to hear it from himself. But it really is crucial to what he was saying and understanding, and it's pretty cool. Marty.
So Mark says the company would be strong if it were transparent, had products that were selling well, right? And could demonstrate strong sales. And by strong sales, that's like sales where products aren't being returned for like being defective or because people just maybe, change their mind. Strong sales. People bought the product and they're probably waiting for more products. Right? Like, see, and this is what I mean. When you think of a successful or strong business, no matter what, most of you are going to think about strong sales in some fashion. Either lots of customers or lots of actual sales of the product. Or you're going to think of it as like large profits. But most of you, I'd say a good 90% of you, if I say what would it take to make a successful business, all of your answers, if you gave me 3 different things, let's say, because we're doing like Ash does, tell me 3 different things. Tell me 3 different things that would make you think that a business is strong or successful. No matter what, you guys would pick one of those 3 things in your answer. One of them would be either lots of profits, strong sales, or lots of happy customers. Which, I mean, all of them are technically the same thing, right? So, and that's what I mean. But these people, they don't even think of that at all. That's not even on any of the people's radar in Onpassive. And it's almost like Ash doesn't even think about that. At least you wouldn't think so, because he's not doing anything to ensure that that happens. In my opinion, he's doing the opposite at every single turn. It's almost like Ash goes, how can I do this in the most convoluted and backwards, just completely wrong way of doing it? How do we do things like that? And then he goes and he does it like that. Like it's literally ridiculous. And it's everything at every single step. Robin is an ASMR nightmare. I mean, I think so. I think it's the scolding part of it for me. I think it is her tone. I'm very, very tone sensitive. I'm one of those people where, like, if my husband accidentally says something like too abruptly to me, I'll be like, why are you mad at me? What's going on? And it'll be like, what? And I'll be like, your tone. And I'll be like, oh, sorry. No, I was just like being direct, I don't know. I'm very, very tone sensitive. And it's something about her tone. It's like this scolding where she's just like talking down to you and scolding you the whole time. I think that's what it is that like really bothers me. There's a Go Africa today. Oh my God. Oh my God. I wonder what that's going to be like. I mean, when are we going to go Africa? Like, go Africa and get out of this thing because it's a scam and it's over. No, like, seriously, go Africa, It's like when Collins tries to explain networking stuff, but he explains it like a good company would do it and does not consider how Ash will do it the total opposite way. Right? I swear, Ash is like, oh, everyone else does it that way, so I'm going to do it the opposite way. But he doesn't realize that the opposite way is actually wrong. That's why nobody else is doing it that way. Just like when he was like, nobody else changes their brand constantly and their website constantly. And it's like, yeah, that's because you cannot brand when you do that. And people like a familiar website that they're used to using, but okay. Go off, King. Amazing. What was it that commenter said? Oh, yeah. Go off, world top greatest internet king, ideal lord, big bro, CEO, organizer, Ash Sir, who created such biggest, unique, wonderful, unique platform in this world. Go off. Do it up. It's like so bizarre. So I've never seen somebody fuck something up so many times and then keep going. And it's funny because like he uses that, right? He takes that, he puts his little positive MLM spin on it. He's like, I'm really going hard for you guys and sacrificing a lot because I just don't give up. I keep fucking everything up and doing it all wrong and it keeps turning into a disaster. So I just keep on fucking everything up and doing everything wrong. So it turns into a disaster. It's great. Isn't it awesome? That's right. Come on this Onpassive journey with me. And then they're all sitting there, right, listening to this. Just sitting there going. And then we're all over here just like with our mouths hung open.
Well, we're fucked.
Just like, I don't even know. Okay. Let's go on this journey then.
DeGarmo. All right, you're back. Back to you.
Beautiful. Robin, thank you very much. Chris, thank you very much. It's good to be around people that see. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I always forget. Red will be coming on at 11 o'clock.
By the way, newsflash. Red comes on every.
Does Red ask you to promote him? Was he like, don't forget to tell people that I'm coming on at 11 o'clock or something? Because even Marty's fed up of it, as you're just about to hear. I'll rewind it a little bit. Sorry, guys. But it's just like, it is a little weird that every single day he's going, oh, and Red comes on at 11 o'clock. It's like, did he ask you to promote it? So you don't say Sherry comes on every day. Imagine, though, if they did have to sit and list everyone. I mean, sometimes they do. You can't wait for Go Africa. It should be pretty funny. Right? He is rude. Like, listen to what he says here. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, it is a little bizarre that that started happening all the time. To the point where if he doesn't say it, he's like, oh, hold on. Red's going to message me earlier and be mad if I don't tell you guys this. It's weird.
On at 11 o'clock.
By the way, newsflash. Red comes on every day at 11 o'clock, okay?
Not Sunday. Not Sunday.
Not Sunday, but we'll tell you it was Sunday, okay? Yeah, he'll be on. He's always on. He'll be there. Anyway, so that's what we have to say today. 500 of you come to see us. I appreciate it. Remember, there's other webinars going on. Anybody gets the question thing, when you're talking to people, don't create more than you have to. This is very simple. Tell them to go watch the video. Don't try to explain this, explain that. Companies, big companies. I was fortunate enough to be in a large.
What do you mean don't try to explain this and explain that? What?
Company. Things go on. The only difference is the CEO usually doesn't even tell you. In fact, most of the time you don't even know who the CEO is. So we're fortunate to who we have. I've been on this road a long, long time. Newsflash to everybody watching us, all founders, anybody walking in.
Newsflash.
I paid in 5.5 years total money out of my pocket.
I do prefer naysayers news. Just saying.
$143 in 5 years. Now, you could do the math and you could say I'm getting sucked dry, but I was in companies that took that every month for a year.
No, we never said you were getting sucked dry. We said the people in PNG are getting sucked dry because that's 3 months pay for that. And you don't seem to fucking understand that. You don't care.
Year. And I got nothing. So this company's not money hungry. If they were, they'd be charging us for OConnect, and I use OConnect every day. If they can't bring in money for us, they're not going to bring it in for them. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It really, really is.
Did you seriously, while sitting on, I don't believe that, no, this isn't OConnect.
So be happy, keep moving forward. And
you're not on OConnect. You seriously just sit there while not on OConnect and claim that you were on OConnect every day? Is that what just happened?
We're here to support each other. I love this company as much as always, and I want everybody to keep the faith and keep. Any closing remarks, Robin or Chris?
Just to say that we chose to come on together today because of the volume of messages that we were getting of people being concerned.
You don't say. What were they concerned with? You know, if Ash's message was so amazing and nothing had changed, why would you be getting all these messages where people are concerned? Seems weird.
And we know that how we feel sometimes helps others to reassure them. And so instead of trying to respond to all the various single and individual messages, we hope that this would help to just let you see that it's business as usual. We're moving forward. It's a wonderful Thursday. It's a wonderful day. And we will be told by Ash the next steps as they occur, as we need to know them. And we don't need to embellish anything. We don't need to create more words around anything. What Ash says is enough. So thank you, everybody. Take good care of each other and yourselves.
Nothing, Chris?
Happy birthday if you got a birthday.
Nothing. I'll see if I can.
Together today because of the...
Hold on.
Really, really is. So be happy, keep moving forward, and we're here to support each other. I love this company as much as always, and I want everybody to keep the faith and keep. Any closing remarks, Robin or Chris?
Just to say that we chose to come on together today because of the volume of messages that we were getting of people being concerned. And we know that how we feel sometimes helps others to reassure them. And so instead of trying to respond to all the various single and individual messages, we hope that this would help to just let you see that it's business as usual. We're moving forward. It's a wonderful Thursday. It's a wonderful day. And we will be told by Ash the next steps as they occur, as we need to know them. And we don't need to embellish anything. We don't need to create more words around anything. What Ash says is enough. So thank you, everybody. Take good care of each other and yourselves.
In other words, be indoctrinated into this scam. Just listen to Ash and stop worrying and don't message me.
Nothing, Chris?
Happy birthday if you got a birthday.
Yeah. You yelling at me.
Yeah, happy birthday, everybody in the world. I think probably 10,000 people's birthday. Happy birthday to all of you.
Oh my God, Marty. What the fuck is your problem today? Yeah, it's probably 10,000. But do you know what? If you would do this about Onpassive and Ash, I might actually like Marty. If Marty came on our side, he was like, yeah, okay, Ash, you're going to get a company ready. Everyone's getting a company ready, dude. We've been waiting for 6 years for you. Sure thing, bud. That'd actually be pretty funny. Think about it, Marty.
Anyway, I will see you all. Thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow. And by the way, Saturday we'll have some guests. We're not sure who yet because people can make it. They have stuff going on. So we're working on that. Okay. But we'd love to bring on different people. So I hope you can make it. Anyway, see you all. And we will be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. What's going on today? Oh, there is a meeting at
11 o'clock. Red, remember? Hello? And then you got all mad. You got all mad when Chris said it. And then you're like, oh, what's going on today? Maybe you should have just let Chris promote Red then, huh? Jesus.
Go to one.
Oh, that's where they ended it. Yeah, no, he doesn't promote anything. That's literally where he ended it, which is funny because he was the host of this, so it was on his channel. He's usually the host of them, so he would have been the one that clicked end stream in StreamYard because they're not No Connect or whatever they are using. I don't think they're on StreamYard either for all of the comments to show on the screen, but whatever they're using, it's not O Connect. I don't see the little green thing. Elb says, so 2 people on disability and 1 on a pension aren't worried about money. I'm reassured, right? And they're telling people in like Papua New Guinea and South Africa that they shouldn't be worried either because they're not worried, you know? It's like, I don't think you understand. So the mood was a little bit different. They didn't seem as happy. Marty was definitely upsetty spaghetti. And they did finally upload for us the 360 from yesterday. This is it here. So I thought we would listen to the first 10 minutes. I'm going to try not to interrupt it. I'll try to shut up. I've already reacted to it. So let's all just take a moment and listen to the first 10 minutes because they kept telling us to listen to it again. So here I am. Here I am, Chris. I'm listening to you. You don't listen to me, but I listen to you. And let's listen to it again and see. See if it was really fucking amazing. I'm going to try really hard. Even Chris is like, yeah, okay. Sure you're not clean. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck. Funny. But yeah, okay. Uninterrupted. Let's hear what they have to say about this. I'll make it large screen. Is that good? We're all good? There we go. That's better. There we go. All right. What do you call Ash with skin tags in his ear? Anything you like. He can't hear you. That was a good one. I like that one. Seal clapping to you, Mark. Mark's on a roll, and so is Wes today. So, again, let's, actually, I better make sure it's normal. They wouldn't speed it up. We are only listening to 10 minutes because he was adamant you only needed the 10 minutes. And then we're shutting it off. Let's see if we can do it without me interrupting. It's a challenge.
Fantastic. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being with us. 6,000 people. That is amazing. I know this is probably unscheduled, with even with unscheduled agenda. We're going to just go with the flow, okay? And the reason for doing this, because we will be rather busy. I explained it's nothing major for the next couple of weeks, and we might not be able to show next week, at least for about a week or so. And then we thought we want to make sure that we are kept in the loop. Typically, Onpassive 360 talks about the previous 7 days, or recaps the entire week. Not much going on there, except behind the scene. And that's my trouble. I'm having a hard time. What can I share with you? Because it's all of it is like private information or confidential information that I have to be very careful of what I can share with you publicly. In general, okay, not to be vague or to confuse you, to keep it simple, we are on a track for some major changes to the better, okay? And the reason, because as a brother to all of you, okay, I have been uh, duped a few times. I'm just going to say it, okay, in my life. And I had an incredible reputation in the beginning of this journey. I just, it means a lot to me to be respected and to be truthful to those who I deal with. We got in business. The reasons are from internal, external, doesn't matter. Uh, I mean, bad people exist, okay, or bad intentions exist, and that kind of affected us in a negative way. And I tried with the hope of and giving the faith to in others, okay, to give a chance and all of that. It seems like when you have too many cooks in the kitchen, uh, not always a good idea. Okay, if there's not a good uh, calculated harmony. If it's random, then everything is expected, because people could be with a different agenda. I'm talking about everybody, not just like, I don't mean just an inner circle or specific people, but I'm talking about in general. So things got a little bit off track. This is all I want to say today. And the rest is yours, okay? I'm going to say, my name is Ash Mufareh. I have nothing to show to humanity but good and positivity. Nothing, okay? Sadly, I got, ruined in a way, but that's okay. It was for a good reason. I gave a chance. I believed in others, okay? But as of now, I want you to know, all of you, okay, I am in charge. I am going to take control of this. I'm not going to listen to anybody what to fix or what to tell me, and I am going to do it, even the details of the details, when it comes to mechanics, when it comes to production, all of that. I didn't tell you now because I'm going to start today. No, I've been doing it, and I see how things now are on the right track, and with the level, the capacity, the quality that aligns with my vision. My vision was way up, and the production or the progression was totally, almost like, it sounds like a different vision. All right, I don't doubt everybody's effort or intention. You would not have anybody that will dare to tell you this publicly. I'm telling you, things you, you know didn't go to where I wanted to go. And the easiest call for anybody else, I'm not talking about today, I'm talking about, it's been in a while. And I kept, the faith and the hope, and giving the benefit of the doubt to everybody. It's just not working. Okay, I'm not talking about today. It's been this way for a while, and anybody will just throw the towel. I'm telling you, and say it's too complicated. It got hit so hard. Let's just call it a day, and game is over. Not me. I don't quit. I really believe that I will make a massive change, a positive change. And I'm telling you, now talk to me. I'm not talking right now. I'm not talking about on behalf of Onpassive. I'm talking as Ash Mufareh, your friend, or the human, the person. I'm talking from me to you. If you're listening now or the live recording, I'm telling you, I'm in charge now, not Onpassive, and I will do this right. And I already have the signs, I already have the progress, and I have it. It's going to blow your mind. And that's the only way it should be. It should have been before, but things got in a different direction, sadly. So there's going to be a little bit of a shake-up now or turbulence. Okay, don't get affected. I'm in charge. I'll do this right, and I will make you very proud that you stuck with us. That's all I want to say.
Perfect.
Who?
Perfect. Perfect.
I
Thanks
don't
for
want to
sharing.
get to more details. I apologize if you're not that close. You don't understand what I'm talking about. But I know those who know me, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
So the details are almost irrelevant. Okay. Don't get trapped in the details. I'm telling you the direction. I'm Ash Mufareh one more time. I'm putting my name out there. I'm going to tell you, I'm in charge. I'll do this right better than you thought. The right way it should have been in a while, but I'm already doing it.
Good for you.
All right. Enough is enough.
Yeah, Ash, I got to say, a while back, I'm not going to say last year or the year before, there was a period of time that I noticed an uncomfortableness with you. And I'm not going to name names or things that happened, just a sense I had, because I think things weren't going the way you wanted, and too many, like you said, cooks in the kitchen with their thoughts, their ideas, their agenda, and you seemed like a fish out of water, so to speak. And I'm so glad that it's come full circle now, and you're back on track. So
you said I know and I trust Ash. Okay?
Right.
Did you say that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to put things back on track, and it's really not a personal thing. It's just this whole ideology came from my heart and my mind, and it has to be within my control and capacity. It's going to be almost like a hygienic, okay, creature if it's done by other. What's the word, Gene? You're smiling.
I was thinking high colonic. Like
so was I.
You have better access to the proper language. You have better access. I don't have much access. Okay, so I think we got it. All right. Listen, I do believe in the vision, not just what you know and not just about the Onpassive ecosystem, but what's behind it and what's going to follow and the impact of that. I concretely believe and stand as of now, today, that this will be the biggest, most positive transformation in humankind in this century. Take my word, okay? You don't want to take it, it's up to you. But I'm telling you from my heart, I know what's being done and what need to be done. Just people. I'm talking about all across, internal, external. Everybody see it from a tiny angle, and seems like I'm the only one who is zooming out and seeing the full picture. Okay, the big picture, and I just have to be in.
And that would be 10 minutes. We can let him finish his thought, though.
Ash, you have always been engaged. It's always been your vision.
Oh, we did let him finish his thought because nobody wants to hear Robin Noble talk again. That I can guarantee you. So that was the first 10 minutes. Now that you've heard it completely uninterrupted and for a second time, by the way, thank you, everyone. I know that you're all very, very proud of me for not talking for a full 10 minutes. Thank you. I appreciate all the seal claps. I really do. Thank you so much. I know. I won the race. Anyway, now that you've heard it and you've heard the first 10 minutes, like Chris said, watch the first 10 minutes 500 times. So we did. Did that not sound like kind of like a I fucked this whole thing up speech? Or is it just me? Like, what is that? You know, like you basically came out here and was like, oops, I messed it all up again, guys. I'm really, really sorry. Sorry, guys. Fella says he's a loon. Just a loon. Boom, mic drop. Right? Do you know what, Violet? The skin tag part, along with him saying that he wouldn't be at the next 2 or 3 webinars for the next few weeks, that was all said before they hit record. If you remember. And I was like, because then later on he went to reference it in the recording where he goes, yeah, at the beginning of this, when I told you guys that I wouldn't be here because of my ear. And I was like, no, you told them to hit record after that. So now anyone watching this recording is going to be like, what is he talking about? He never said anything about that or his ear. But if you want to hear the skin tag again, you could just, rewatch yesterday's stream. Started off from when he starts talking, when we react to him. I believe it's like a few minutes in after I read the comments because we had to wait for a little bit. They started a little bit late, like usual. I think that's why they were apologizing for the mix-up, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty sure I owe somebody some money on that lost bet. It's as clear as mud, right? All I heard was, come on, was a rat. I wondered if he was having issues with like Dr. Susan and Mohammed Kamal, if he's having issues with the tech team, like what exactly is going on here. But it doesn't sound anything good. Doesn't sound like anything good. Not at all. But they're like, oh, that first 10 minutes, powerful, amazing. Tells us all that we need to know to stay in this thing. So you would expect it to be, commissions are coming out tomorrow, guys. You'll all get paid. And to hear something like that, instead you get what we just heard. So you guys be the judge. You be the judge if you think that that was a happy speech or a not so happy speech. To me, it sounded like an exit speech. But I hope that you guys did get a good feel today for the difference between Marty and Chris's live stream the day before, yesterday, versus their live stream today after that 360 appearance. Maybe even got a little bit of a reminder refresh on the 360 appearance. So there you go. Now you should be good. You know what's up. Commissions are obviously not coming out because they were not mentioned. I feel like if everything was going okay with that, that would have obviously been the announcement. It would have been everything's still going smoothly, everything's good. That's not what I heard. So, there's that. Muhammad, get on your camel. The unicorn is not for you. The tribe has spoken. It is time for you to leave, right? Isn't O Media the only sector that's generating income? I don't know if they're generating income, but they're definitely networking. That I can say for sure. Unless people are buying O Robot. Maybe Mrs. Ash took all the money and ran. Maybe. took the kids and left. She was like, you just do webinars all day, you know? Oh, that's right. The crypto's in her name. So, ooh, she would leave him with absolutely nothing. That would be awful for him. Oh, no. Don't do that, Mrs. Mufareh. That would be a disaster. It actually would be a disaster, though, because then we wouldn't be able to get the money back for them to get repaid if the S.E.C. case, if the S.E.C. wins that case, he's supposed to pay that money back. She takes off with all his money. That's just never going to happen. So that would kind of suck. It's no longer about commissions for the senior leaders. They're desperate to keep their YouTube subscribers, right? I wonder if they've thought about that. Like, if this thing doesn't work out, all of my YouTube subscribers are going to go. Even you guys would like, Queen, we might only be loyal to you for as long as you cover Onpassive. You start covering other scams. I don't know, Queen. I don't know. But there is always a funny public scam that is culty, or even a cult that is public, that is falling down. So I always have something to cover. That's the good news. Can one support a carnivore diet on AdSense? Probably not. Maybe, though. I mean, they would be making more AdSense than me, so maybe. Maybe. Thank you. So, basically, there was a complete tone shift. As I said, I'm a little tone sensitive, though, so I don't know. Where I feel like they're a little bit more panicky again. We're back to how they were before Ash announced that the commissions would be coming, because now it's like, they're not. Ha, psych, So I don't know if you guys could tell, but it was a lot more somber today. And even Robin's like, oh, everyone's messaging us. Everyone's worried. Again, if you are in Onpassive and you are worried, you have every right to be. And you have every right to demand information and to be told the truth about everything that's going on here. Don't let them gaslight you. Don't let them try to manipulate you or love bomb you or whatever into being like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be pushing for more info or for my commissions. Keep on them. Get the commissions before he does finally, pull that rug out from underneath you. Because it sounded like it was coming. I guess we'll just have to see where this thing goes from here. I am a little bit interested. Ash said he wasn't going to be here for the next few weeks because of the skin tag in his ear. So I am a little bit interested if, these guys are just going to keep on stringing people along with no commissions. I'm thinking a lot of people are probably going to get antsy without commissions. I'm a little worried. I'll be honest. I'm a little worried. But at the same time, I think that we do got to keep up with this and see where it goes from here. Thank you to all of you fabulous, beautiful, wonderful people that are going on this journey with me over here in our Naysayers Club. Thank you for coming to the stream, and to all of my amazing mods and members. Thank you so much. And I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing rest of your day. I'm going to take off, and hopefully I get to catch the Go Africa tonight, because there's another one, and we'll see if I feel maybe that's what we'll react to on Monday. Let me know what you guys think about that. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. There's going to be a video out. So have a fabulous weekend, because I will see you Monday next time. Next time that I stream, it will be Monday, probably at either noon or 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll let you guys all know. Tomorrow I'll be posting probably 2 videos, because I have one on Onpassive that I didn't end up getting out yesterday because we streamed instead. So sorry, that was the time I was going to use to finish it. I'm saying. So I'll probably release that tomorrow, along with or on Saturday. We'll see how it goes. And tomorrow I'm doing a S.E.C. React video. Flatter S.E.C. from New York, Westchester County. That's who I'm reacting to tomorrow. So that video will go up. So again, have a fabulous rest of your day. Have a fabulous Friday. Have an amazing weekend. and I'll see my naysayers on MLM Monday. I love you all. Bye. And remember, don't join it. It's a scam, a pyramid-shaped one. And they don't even have the good cookies. They don't tell you about the cookies either.
My name is Ashraf Mufareh, and I'm your friend. My name is Ashraf Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellish, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call. Hey.
And I'm your friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ashraf Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3-minute ash. Another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them all more than one. It's not the answer you want, but call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
All right, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy men talking about their experiences.
My name is Ashraf Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellish, by the way.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Have a good weekend. Love you all. Bye.
And I'm your friend.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ashraf Mufareh.
Stop going there.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Ashraf Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.